Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Bill Russell had a higher IQ than Michael Jordan. And the reason he did is because I think people look at just one side of the basketball. We really don't look at the greatness that he brought to the table. Like, we don't look at how he was able to make his teammates better. How he's able to make his teammates better, and how he was able to take it to another level. And I think a lot of people just look at stats. Hold on real quick. Sorry about that, guys. But the thing is that we just look at one side of the ball. And one side of the ball, if you want to talk about scoring from an aspect of how I can score, how I can get better at putting points on the bucket or putting points in the bucket, and being able to score at a high level. Yeah, Michael Jordan was better at that than Bill Russell. But Bill Russell was able to make players who were good already, but to make them great. He enhanced their game. He enhanced the Sam Jones. He enhanced the Bob Cousy. He enhanced these guys. But the thing is, people use that as a detriment to basically hurt his argument for being one of the greatest of all time. You know, what's up, y'all? Happy Thanksgiving to y'all too. StreamYard, baby. I finally got it up and working. Yeah, we StreamYarding. I'm gonna bring y'all in a minute. So basically, people look at it as Michael Jordan, and I agree. Michael Jordan is the GOAT, or one of the greatest to ever play the game. But from a scarce, yep, I'm gonna bring y'all in. Give me a sec. Yeah, man, we hustling over here, T. I told you I'm coming up, baby. I'm grinding, baby. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get to another level. But Michael Jordan, when we see him as great, he's great. But he waited till the 90s or later in his, like, basically 89. And Carcino, go to his page, Carcino for Life, Karceno for Life. And he explains to you that Michael, in the truth behind the beef with Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan didn't learn how to make his players better until later. Bill Russell came in knowing how to make his guys better. He knew how to make the guy on the end of the bench better. He knew how to make everyone around him feel important. And I think people are so in love with sometimes I dream, that hears me, like Mike. I like to be like, I want to be like Mike. That's what everybody falls in love with. And I can't blame guys in that era who grew up watching Mike in the 80s and the 90s who have that feeling, because that's how we feel when we watch Kobe. When we grew up watching Kobe, that's how we felt. So Bill Russell's IQ was higher. And I'm gonna tell you why. Bill Russell, what up, Doolittle? What up, who did it? What up, T? So basically, he basically showed you how he can make other guys better. In arguments about the greatest of all time, they're always going to his scoring, or he was at 44% from the field, him being a center. You got to understand, the play style of the 60s were a lot different than the play style in the 80s or the 90s. Now, the 80s, I agree with everybody, was basically, the playing style was more it was physical then, but it was much more physical because you had more talent. It was more teams in the 80s than it was when Bill Russell played. But Bill Russell made a great point when he told Michael Jordan, even though it was less teams, it was more talent. You wouldn't have been able to find a Steve Kerr or a Kukoc or a guy like that to come and play. And Bill Russell has said that. What up, Terrell? And Bill Russell has basically explained to everybody that Michael Jordan played in a watered down 90s when he started winning championships, and he did. But the competition still was high. But the more teams you added like 4 expansion teams. You added, I believe, Miami and Orlando in the late 80s. And then you added Toronto and Vancouver, which is the Memphis Grizzlies now. And that kind of watered down the league. And I think because Bill Russell didn't put up all these prolific stats of these great, huge numbers like Wilt did, we just make him out to be trash, or he was overrated. When Bill Russell got hurt in 2 of the finals that they lost, they didn't play well. Wilt Chamberlain dominated them in both finals when Bill Russell got hurt. So we have to do our history and actually pay attention what Bill went through. Yeah, overall health, who did it? You're right. Bill and Wilt were a lot better than the players today. The centers today, if Wilt Chamberlain played in the NBA when Michael played in the NBA, Michael would have been destroyed. Like, Wilt would have destroyed everything Michael put up, scoring and everything. Wilt Chamberlain said this about Bill Russell. He felt Bill Russell was the greatest player ever because he was able to make his team better, and he used the team, whereas the team used Wilt. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Bill Russell used his team while Wilt Chamberlain used while the team used Wilt Chamberlain, because Wilt Chamberlain was so dominant. He was so great at what he did and everything. It was sometimes unfair what Wilt did. Wilt Chamberlain was so prolific, you had to go to him. This guy scored 100 in the game and everybody poo-pooed that. But Shaq, you guys saying Shaq was most dominant, but Shaq wasn't putting up 60s or 70s or 80s. He wasn't doing nothing like that. And Wilt was doing this. Wilt took, even though he didn't have a lot of centers in his era, Wilt Chamberlain did what he was supposed to do. He dominated. That's something I didn't see Shaquille O'Neal do in his era. Shaq left a lot of meat on the bone, as my boy C Penn for the win would say. You're leaving a lot of meat on that bone, which Shaq could have dominated even more if he actually developed his game. Because when Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell played, they made the rules to hold them back while enhancing the white players. like Jerry West or Bob Cousy or all these other guys. But guys like him, Elgin, Baylor, and Oscar Robertson, to me, Oscar Robertson was better than all of them, personally, because he was. Oscar Robertson played on bad teams, but he elevated his teams. And he was getting triple doubles and quadruple doubles without even knowing what the hell was going on. They just started taking on his stats that last year he got it. But the 3 or 4 previous years before that, he was doing the same thing. Michael Jordan is a prolific scorer. As far as a scoring basketball IQ, his scoring basketball IQ is probably the greatest we've ever seen. As far as scoring the basketball and putting the ball in his hands to take over the game, to have that. We've never seen a Michael Jordan before when he came in the 80s. So that's why sometimes we get blinded by discrediting players before him, like Dr. J, David Thompson, Artis Gilmore, Pete Maravich, all of these guys. We discredit them because they didn't get the same publicity then as Mike got. And you also got to remember, Bill Russell and Wilt played in a racist era. They played in the civil rights era. So they used to get it hard. They used to be cursed out. They used to be called the N-word. They used to be called all type of things and all type of names. What up, Uncle Frank? Fine wine. Frank in the building. We're going to get the StreamYard going, Frank. I'm going to put it out in a minute. And Terrell says something best. Bill is the real GOAT. Bill Russell has been the most disrespected guy that we've ever encountered, that we've ever had in history. And I think the reason why is because he didn't put up the numbers Wilt did. Like Uncle Frank said, Wilt is the best player ever. And I have no disagreement with that. Wilt Chamberlain was a monster. And people don't understand to be 7'1" and to have the skill he had. People just look at, people basically don't understand that Bill Russell was a different type of player. Bill Russell was using his team, whereas the team used Wilt, like I said earlier, what I was saying. And Bill Russell's IQ was higher. It took Michael the 89 or the 90s to actually learn the game. And then Carcino said this as well. In 96, that's when he really perfected his game. He figured out, I don't have to kill myself no more. But Bill Russell was never killing himself from the beginning, because Bill Russell said, shoot, I could have put up 50. I could have put up 60. I could have put up all these points. But how would that have helped my team? Now, athleticism, Michael was a god at athleticism. I think he probably was the most athletic. Everyone says LeBron today. No, LeBron had nowhere near the aerial attack Michael had. Michael was the greatest, to me, attacker of the basket I've ever seen. Outside of him, you got Kobe, you got others like Dominique Wilkins, who attacked the basket with reckless abandonment. Vince Carter, man, it's probably the greatest dunker we've ever seen. So Bill Russell learned how to make his guys better by practicing with them. He practiced with each guy individually and worked with them on their skill set to make them ready for a championship game. And this is facts. This is all documented. Bill Russell even said, like even Kareem Abdul-Jabbar even said, when people try to say Michael's the greatest and he had the highest IQ, Michael didn't have a higher IQ than Magic, Isaiah, or Bird. Seriously. And he had a high IQ, but Michael had an IQ from what's up, Joe Cool? I'm gonna have a StreamYard. I'm gonna put y'all in a minute. Just give me a second. I'm just trying to break down this point. Michael had a high IQ as far as a scorer, as far as I'm going to go to the basket, or I'm going to take this guy out. I'm going to push this guy over here. I'm going to be able to get to this point and score. Mike never knew how to, even though he averaged like 6 to 8 assists during that time, his assists really weren't making guys like better mentally or physically. Michael learned how to do that because he got everybody in the weight room. He made Scottie, he worked with Scottie one-on-one. He started learning, okay, I need Scottie Pippen. Even though he couldn't stand Scottie, he wanted to get rid of Scottie. I don't know why. And people stopped saying Scottie Pippen saved Michael Jordan. He did not. Scottie Pippen has never in his life saved Michael. He never carried Michael. Scottie Pippen was a role player, and he's overglorified. And we got to stop this. We have got to give love to guys like Michael for what he did. Michael went through a lot, even losing his dad and the media crucifying him for that. And for him to come back and win 3 more championships, 3 straight, that's amazing. But we don't look at it like that. We always got to destroy this guy to make this guy better. Both guys were great players, but Bill Russell had a higher IQ. Bill Russell could pass better than Michael Jordan. I know a lot of people going to be like, man, what do you talk about? Bill Russell could pass better than Mike. Bill Russell could run the break and he would get a block or he would get a rebound and he would run the floor, get the ball to Cousy or get it to Sam Jones or give it to KC Jones for the score. Or John Havlicek when he come off the bench. Bill Russell also, instead of blocking the ball out of bounds, he used to tip the ball to Bob Cousy or Sam Jones or KC Jones to run the break so they could get points. And that's what we have to realize. This is a team sport. He was the ultimate team player. There's a lot of guys who respect what Bill Russell did. Now, he was a head coach. Bill Russell could coach and play the game. Michael really doesn't have the aptitude to be a coach because look what he did to Kwame Brown. He destroyed Kwame Brown. He destroyed a Corey Benjamin. He destroyed these players because they mentally never been through somebody, which he wasn't wrong. Michael Jordan's teachings were different. Like if Michael Jordan was coming at me, I could deal with the Michael Jordan because I played with a Michael with that mentality on the team before who said, look, you better get your A up. We got to play. It's time to play. And that's respect. But Bill Russell knew how to judge the aptitude of his team. He knew how to talk to people different. He would talk to Sam Jones different than what he would do over here to KC Jones. Exactly, Joe Cool. Bill Russell was an undersized center and he shut down Wilt. He did. He contained. Well, I wouldn't say he shut him down. I say he contained Wilt enough for the team to win. And Wilt Chamberlain had to understand this in the 80s. I think when he did an interview, he told the guy that I believe Bill Russell's the greatest player ever because he utilized his team where the team utilized me. So I'm going to let you guys in right now. Hold on. I'm going to put the link in the description box. You guys just go ahead and click on the link. Y'all can go ahead and click the link to get in so we could get started. But that's cool, Joe Cool. Sam Jones is from your city. That's what's up. That is what's up. The link is in the description. Y'all can hit that so y'all can get on and speak y'all piece. If you agree with me, cool. If you disagree, that's cool. We can debate it. So we could debate it and everything. So whenever you guys want to come in, you guys can. Y'all can click that link. But right, Uncle Frank, Russell had a better team. He did, but when he wasn't on that team, they struggled without him. They lost 2 championships as well as they didn't know how to defend. They couldn't stop Wilt or stop anybody. What's going on, T?
Yo.
What's up?
Nothing, man.
What's up,
just came to salute you, man.
Oh, appreciate it, man. It's a lot of hard work, man. Trust me, you gotta have the patience. drink a lot of good stuff, and you good.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
what's going on, Joe Cool? What's up, little Joe Cool over there?
What's up, man? How you doing?
What
Man,
up, though?
straight, man. Just like I said, hey, how you doing? I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get this thing going, just hustling, man.
Yeah.
Wanted to give you guys a stream and everyone wanted to give a test run and said, hey,
Hmm.
let's try it. I got the stream yard. They sent it to me. I said, bumping. I'm finna get it popping over here. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get it going. We've been getting better every day. People been liking the page and they've been loving what I've been putting out. So I'm just gonna try to keep giving you guys good content, as much as I can.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Keep up your energy, man. Your energy is great. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that.
What up,
That
T?
that's that keep people interested, man. You had us going the last couple nights.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man. I had to, man. They pissed me off talking about, oh man, hey, well, Kobe top 15. I told my brother that cause my brother's a huge Magic Johnson and Laker fan. Man, he was about to go choke that dude. He like, who is he? You know what I'm saying? I said, bro, you gotta chill, bro. He on the internet, cause me and my brother ain't internet dudes, man. So I had to learn. I got a better reading of things than him because he'll come on here cursing, blasting, like, man, where you at right now? I'll come over there. He crazy, boy. That boy, he back crazy. He ain't he a cancer, so he get mad, he get mad.
Hmm.
That's hilarious, man. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
But I made this topic because I had an argument with this guy named Bag Boy. He cool and everything. Shout out to him. He come to the page and we debate. And I was telling him that, yeah, Bill had great teammates, they're in the Hall of Fame, but Bill Russell had a higher IQ. And I told him because Michael, even though he was doing these amazing things like dunking from the free throw line and killing guys, dropping 40 and 50 and taking on the Pistons by himself and dang near beating the Pistons. That year, he almost got you guys on T and y'all beat him and went on to beat Portland after being
Right.
down 0-2 against Portland. And I was telling him, like, man, Bill Russell came in the league already knowing how to get his guys the ball. Bill has always said I could have put up these points that him and Wilt and all these other brothers could have put up, but would that have helped the team win? And Bill was always thinking about ways to make this guy better and get this guy the ball and how he can make his whole squad, elevate with him on the court as well as him off the court. So, I wanted to explain to him why I think Bill had a higher IQ, which I believe he had, because Bill Russell, not only now scoring wise, Michael was a greater scorer. That's hands down. Michael was just prolific at scoring and getting to his spots. But as far as overall game, like Bill Russell was doing the little things like tipping the block to his teammates so they could run the break, or getting a rebound and giving it to the guy, making the right outlet pass, setting the right screens, and getting
I,
things
I, I I think more to that. You know what I'm saying? I think Bill Russell is your consummate leader. You know what
right.
I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Yeah.
when to me, the way I look at it is, you know what I'm saying? Like he led this group of white boys to what was it like? What is it?
Yep.
Like 7 out of 8, and then 9 out of 11 or
He
something,
won eight
9 out of
straight.
13,
He
something
won
like that.
eight
Yeah.
straight. He won eight
Yeah,
straight.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, this brother in Boston, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
had a bunch of white boys following him. You know what I'm saying? That could play
Hmm.
ball, but I mean, he was clearly and unquestionably the leader of that team. It doesn't
Right.
matter how many points he scored. He was always going to be there to you know what I'm saying, lead the way. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah. I like the fact
emotionally,
he could run.
mentally,
I like-
physically, you know what I'm saying? He was going to lead the way. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's no question. Like I it's hard to judge because I wasn't alive during them times. I've
Right.
just
Right.
seen
Right.
footage and things of that nature, but it's hard to say who had the better IQ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but
But
I
if they
think
actually was better than without
the
them.
rings, they speak for themselves. You know, you got to think it was back then in the league. The league was so concentrated. You know what I'm saying? Like every team wasn't no off nights for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Every team could beat you. You know what I'm saying? Every team had 3 or 4 or 5 pretty good players. You know what I'm saying? That'll beat
Exactly.
you. You know?
Yeah, and that's the truth. You also have to look at it too, is that you got to understand, like what people don't understand, you got to think about it. The Celtics were really the first Pistons because they went against a prolific scorer in Wilt, and they had to make a game plan to contain him from winning because Wilt could have beat him by himself because he was so tough, just like Mike was doing as well. And remember, Isaiah Thomas said he modeled his game after watching Bob Cousy. They wanted to be like the Celtics because were black. They were like the team with all the brothers on it. So people got to understand, that yes, Michael Jordan is a great player. He could be your GOAT or whatever, but you can't just discredit older players by saying, "Oh well, he had a higher IQ." Because to me, I still don't think he had a higher IQ than Isaiah, Bird, or Magic. That's just my opinion. I mean, people may blast me for it, but I watched those guys play, and Kevin McHale said it best. Like when I watched them on Open Court with Isaiah Thomas and them, he said straight up, like, Isaiah, Bird, and Magic could beat you with 10 shots, but if you hold Michael to 10 shots, you win the game.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's up, Uncle Fine Wine? Frank. Oh no, he added it. Frank Fine is wine.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Yeah.
Five wide Frank in the building. Go ahead, Frank, man. Give us your insight.
Oh man, I'm just dropping in. What shit? I missed like the last 5 minutes. You gonna have to give me a recap.
Okay, my bad. Basically, I was going at it with this guy in one of my comments named Bag Boy. Real good dude. He subscribed. He's a cool dude, young cat. He basically was saying that Michael had a higher IQ than Bill Russell, and I told him like from a score.
Jordan had a really high IQ. Jordan was very good instinctively, but Bill Russell was the ultimate, you know what I'm saying, mastermind. You got a couple,
Right.
You got some masters, but then you got some grandmasters. Mentally, Bill Russell was a grandmaster. Isaiah Thomas, that was a grandmaster of the game. Kobe studied and worked his ass off to become a grandmaster. You know what I'm saying? These guys would not only could they beat you with their talents and their physical abilities, but they outthought you. Bill Russell was one of those players. Isaiah Thomas was one of those players. Kobe Bryant was one of those players. Jordan definitely, he knew the game. He had the instinctual feel. You know what I'm saying? He definitely a master, but I would just say, certain, even Kareem Abdul-Jabbar just had a certain, some of these guys, they just, the knowledge of the game. You know what I'm saying? They can they can beat you with their talents physically, but they could also outthink you. You know what I'm saying?
And people forget too, they won on every level. They won on every level.
Yeah, like Zeke, you know what I'm saying? Zeke was, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the Midwest knew about Zeke from the time he was in middle school. You know what I'm saying? Was winning middle school championships, got recruited to go to St. Joseph High School in the early 70s, won the Illinois State Championship, went to Indiana, won the NCAA championship, went to the NBA, won championships, every level. Same thing with Kareem. He won city championships with Power Memorial out of Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Was one at UCLA, one in the NBA. Those cats won at every level.
They did. They played at a high level too. And like I was saying, Michael Jordan, the thing Michael got better at to me was when he was losing to the Pistons. And this is why I hate, even when I was younger, I hated when people would tell me, oh, well, the Pistons was knocking them over. Now I'm like, well, the Pistons still was scoring. They still were putting buckets up, and Bill Laimbeer was killing them from the three. Like I was like, who this tall white boy killing them? Just
stretch five. He's I mean,
he was
a
like the
pioneer
first
of the
stretch
position.
four. You know what I'm saying?
What you were saying, T?
not Bill Laimbeer. You know, he's a pioneer of the stretch five. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the first centers that'll take you outside on the perimeter. That you know what I'm saying, to take the big man away from the paint.
Exactly.
That was
Right.
important.
Even Olajuwon wouldn't go as far. Even Olajuwon couldn't go as far as Bill Laimbeer could, and he would take you out on the wing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Laimbeer would actually, Laimbeer could actually spot up as a 3 back in the 80s.
Exactly.
Yeah, you really couldn't. You couldn't just leave him open like that. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You couldn't just leave him open. You had to account for him on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you had to respect his jumper.
Yes, sir.
And if
you know what I'm saying?
If you go back and look at Mike when he was in college, like his last year with Carolina, he had to learn. He was still learning. So when he got to the league, he had to learn how to lead. It took a minute. You know, it took a while. You know?
Yeah, you know, things were different back then, especially when Mike was in college. Because, you know, when Mike went to college, that was like probably, you know, 81, 82. Dean Smith was like, you know what I'm saying? Freshmen don't even play on the freshmen barely play on the varsity, let alone start. That was out.
That is true.
Right.
Yep.
That is true.
And that
I don't even think
man.
Kareem and what's his name? Bill Walton. I don't even think they started on the varsity their freshman year at UCLA.
They didn't. I don't think Kareem did.
Well, I don't think Walton did either, because it was back then, you know what I'm saying, freshmen come off the bench, but you know, if they even are on the varsity.
Yeah,
they play JV. I think they had to play JV first, I think.
You said what?
Did they have to play JV first?
And what?
Yeah, you know, like a lot of school. I know a couple schools still do that, like in the Midwest and the East Coast, they'll have like a JV team, but like, you know, out here on the West Coast, there's no JV team for college. It's either you are on the team or you're not.
Right.
Or you go to JUCO.
That's where Cam Newton went. That's how he got his start. He balled out of JUCO and took Auburn to that title.
Yep. I just want the game to get back to fundamentals, man, and competition.
It has
to, man. It's
like, but that's the thing, is like I was talking to my brother before I got on here and everything, and he said it best. He was like, all it is a pickup game now. It's like, here's the ball, run. Like, we're back in the day, it was chess. You had to outsmart the other coach, or you would lose.
Chess all day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had the positions that would make certain moves, you know what I'm saying? And it was chess all day. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You try and work inside out. Inside out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. What's up,
What's going on, fellas? Greetings.
What's up, man?
Yeah, I like the emoji, boy. the picture, Jerry Rice and Dion.
Classic battles, bro.
Classic. So give us your insight. Basically, I was going at it with this dude named Bag Boy. Shout out to him, cool people, to the page. And and he was saying Michael had a higher IQ. I felt like Bill Russell had a higher IQ than Michael Jordan as far as getting his team involved, as far as helping them basically get to their scoring spots, their shot pockets, and defensively, he used to work with each player one-on-one to know how to be able to play with them and how they can be ready for the game. So what do you think? Do you think Michael had a higher IQ, or do you think Bill had a higher IQ?
I think the longevity of Bill's IQ went further than Mike's from the beginning to the end. You know, Mike developed that, not necessarily the killer instinct, fellas, but I do believe that Mike he added on some things to his mental acuity on that court. And I gotta thank Zeke for that. Some of the battles with the big three with the Celtics, all of that helped him develop. But like y'all was saying earlier, and I was listening to y'all about how Bill Russell and Wilton was in a different era. So when you think about that, that's why I had put in the chat, and there was no knowledge of all this training and all this other stuff that was going on back then, like such as, you know, just taking care of your personal health, plus the craziness that was going on. Bill Russell had like feces put in his house, crosses was burned on his front yards, no stage stuff like some of our athletes now. You know, some of that stuff I think is staged. But back then, it was like it was really going on. So you had all that. Plus, he was willing to work with white players. I can't lie, man. He had to put a poker face on. So that takes mental strain. So it's not even a contest when it comes to that. But that's off the court. On the court, it transition.
That's what I said. That's one of the most prominent things. Like you talking about a black dude in the 60s, 70s, or 50s, 60s, and 70s in Boston, leading a bunch of white boys to championships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they go on the road. They can't even eat at certain restaurants, even though they, you go down south or whatever to play a team, they don't give a fuck. You Bill Russell, you the MVP. This the South. Your black ass ain't eating here.
And that's the thing. Whenever he had to play against Wilt had to come stay with him.
Yeah.
They had to stay. Came to his house.
That's true.
So I don't really think it's much of a I'm not gonna say it's not a debate, because for a while there I was under that Michael Jordan illusion too. You know what I mean? Like I felt like Mike had all the aspects, just it's not even a close debate. But now, like watching, you have to really study the game, and you have to put Bill Russell and Wilt and you said Oscar, I believe, HD. And
I believe Oscar was probably better, if not as good as all of them. Like Oscar was amazing. Like he had that big butt, like Kobe used to say, and he back you down and he knock you down like, get back, and he kill you in the post. And then he had a nice shot. Like he had a fundamentally sound shot. And that's something that we don't see from young players today. Like, for example, Lonzo JJ. You know what I'm saying? He not ball. He don't have none. So his shot is horrible. And then if you look at LaMelo's shot is ugly too. So these fundamentals of players is not even good. Like Bird had a funky shot, but Bird was fundamentally and technically sound. Like it went way back here, but he was letting that thing fly and it was going in. Not only in the clutch,
off the glass. You know what I'm saying? He'll shoot with his left hand.
Percentages between Bird and
think about it, he grew up playing with brothers. He grew up playing against us.
Right.
And plus, he from Indiana. Everybody in Indiana can shoot. Everybody. That ain't just a stereotype. That's some real shit. They all can shoot.
And you know what's even more crazy, fellas? People like Dr. J had to reinvent their game somewhat. Like I had to watch the Dr. J clips from the ABA, how crazy athletic he was, and then he came to the NBA. He was kind of a shell of himself.
That's why I kind of wish the ABA was still existing. I wish it was still here now. Because it'll get an NBA some competition, man. Like,
and that's what they need, some competition, man. Because the NBA they just want to do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no other
like
avenues.
The government, they don't want no competition. They don't want you using your drugs. They want you to use their drugs. The NBA don't want you. You know what I'm saying? Balling out, doing better than them. That's why they had to cancel the ABA. They had to take the dunk contest and all the ideas that the ABA had, cheerleaders and all that shit, entertainment.
The funky jerseys, you know what I'm saying? Like the style of it. You know what I'm saying? They incorporated the whole style of it, and the good like you said, the good ideas. You know what I'm saying? And then they just basically Caucasian did, you know what I'm saying? And made it the NBA, you know what I'm saying?
They never pay homage to it. They never get any respect for it either.
Nah, they don't.
And T is right too, because like even like back in the early 2000s, LeBron would kind of throw everybody like a head fake and tell everybody he was going to be in the dunk contest. Over and over again. And then all of a sudden he would opt out. And a lot of his stands back then would tell me, like, oh, it's his agent. And oh, you already know he would win. And all this BS, man. And now I wonder if they're gonna do that with Zion too, man. I got a funny feeling here.
They are. They're gonna throw Zion, and I feel bad for it because I foresee it. They're going to do the same thing to Zion that they did with LeBron. And they're going to, but the thing I think going to be different is I don't think they're going to give Zion as much power like they gave LeBron, because they see how it has affected the NBA, but we don't know. I think they should fire Adam Silver. Adam Silver should have been fired 4 or 5 years ago.
100.
They're gonna give Zion the help, but the thing about Zion and LeBron is Zion's a humble human being. I hope he stays that way. LeBron has been a narcissistic asshole since he was 13, 12 years old.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So at least with Zion, it's not gonna be all this theatrics and all this, you know what I'm saying, Instagram and all this dancing and all this, arm raising, the strength arm and all that shit. It's not gonna be the show with Zion.
And the moment Zion got
the question is though, the question is he gonna work on his game? You know what I'm saying? Because it's cool to start off your career being a flashy dunker, you know what I'm saying, and being a monster athletically. But what other skills are you going to bring to the table, man, to make you better and make your team better? Because that's you know what I'm saying. That's what it takes.
With that type of athleticism and potential he has, you know what I'm saying. We don't want him to just end up being the next Blake Griffin, if that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Because when I met him on campus, he was a humble dude. When I met him on campus when he was in college, he was a humble dude, real humble. I was like, wow, like okay, he ain't letting this go.
Who, Zion?
Yeah.
Well, I've heard that same story, and obviously I had a hunch when Buddy got drafted. When he got drafted, I saw like he either had a father or a stepfather, and that's always like an eye opener for me because I like to see how the NBA treats black fathers.
Right.
And the moment he stepped on the scene, it's like, Mama got a lot of praise, which she deserves it. But you see how they already dismissed the man that helped him kind of gravitate to basketball, which comes back to what HD was saying the other day. Zion played football too for a little bit, but he found out. That's another subject for another time. Somebody told him not to play football and go towards basketball. And that was his stepdad.
Football.
Yeah, well, like you said, Zion's biological father played football at like West Florida somewhere. But his stepdad played basketball at Clemson, and I think Zion's mama played basketball. So Zion's dad is a football player, but his stepdad is a basketball player. So he was able to gear and design him to be a baller. But I want to agree with what you said about the NBA and the mothers versus fathers things, because if you go back to when Kevin Durant won his MVP, he gave his speech up to mama because his daddy wasn't around in his life, and they promoted that everywhere. They were talking about that on BET. Oh my God, Kevin Durant gave a beautiful speech. But then when Steph Curry got his speech and he gave it up to Dale Curry, there wasn't nobody checking for that speech.
Let's come back to Silver though, man. HD's on point with Silver. Got to be checked, man, flat out.
Silver should have been fired. Silver is not like, the thing is, I didn't like David Stern, but the thing is, I agree with a lot of content creators, not just Carcino, it's other guys, Bruce Blitz and all of these guys. They told the truth. The game was it. You still you promoted the game. It was Chicago versus Detroit or Chicago versus Boston. It wasn't Michael versus Bird. They would talk about key matchups in the game, but they wouldn't just promote, it's Michael Jordan versus Patrick Ewing. No, because that's not going to sell it. You have to, because the teams would sell, because when Michael left for that year and a half, you had people still rocking the Bulls. You still had people with the Bulls attire on talking about Chicago this, because they promoted the team. And that's what's wrong.
And you knew the teams back then. Like you brought up the Knicks. You knew the whole team, bro. You knew Patrick Ewing. You knew who John Starks was. You knew who Greg Anthony was. Anthony Mason. You know what I'm saying? You knew who all Charles Oakley. You knew all the guys were.
I think
nowadays they got this. They had Denver versus Utah playing. People didn't even know who Jamal Murray and
man, people did not know who Jamal Murray was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like during playoff time, you get people that watch the game, that watch basketball, who don't watch basketball, to stay up with a girlfriend or boyfriend, or stay up with the people at work and shit. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody even knew who these cats were, and they're all stars. They're young players.
But see, part of the problem too, Frank, is we didn't all touched on this before. The player movement, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody, like, the reason why teams teams had, you knew who the players were is because they stayed on the same team for 3, 4, 5 years. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, T.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. You knew, and if your player wasn't there, you know what I'm saying. Like it was a shock. You like, dang, where he go? Oh, he went to the Heat. Okay, you know what I'm saying. You can kind of more track where people was going. You know what I'm saying. But the teams switch up so much from year to year. The stars go wherever they want to, and I mean, you know, that's part of the game. You know what I'm saying. But you know, man, you're losing the identity with the communities that these teams are coming up in. You know what I'm saying, and with the fans. You know, it's just.
I think that's why they
you find you a player you like, and then he gone from your team in a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that hurt.
Right. Joe Cool, you right about that. Golden State, yeah, that's why, like, to me, like, I don't understand why people were hating on them so much. Golden State did it the right way. They kept their guys together. They brought them in. They only added KD, like, really, but before that, when people was talking about Iguodala and they had these guys, nobody wanted Iguodala. Like, I remember Iguodala was balling in Denver. He got hurt. They said he was done. And Golden State picked him up.
That's why we was able to get him.
Right. Y'all remember Sean Livingston, like he was on the track to be probably a
he
great
was on the net. He was struggling on the Nets. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Barbosa. Barbosa, they thought Barbosa was done.
He had that horrific injury, so nobody counted on nothing from Sean Livingston no more. It was just people were just happy to see him playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, like you walking again, son.
Not to cut you off, T, but that Clippers team was a killer. They had him and Sam Cassell in the backcourt, just killing.
Yeah, before he got hurt.
Before he got hurt, and people don't remember that. People, I'm surprised. I'm like, dude, that they was like they was the talk of the town then. Like we used to watch. Sean Livingston had praise. Sean
Livingston had a gang of potential.
Guard drafted in his class in 2004. He was the first point guard drafted.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He had so much upside. He was 6'8" point guard. You know what I'm saying? He could shoot.
My bad.
He could drive. He could post. He could do a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? And it was just that injury that killed his whole career. It was so horrific, man. It was so.
And I want to say he came in the league in 2004, the same year Chris Paul and Darren Williams was got drafted. That says something.
J.R. Smith, them two. The White Hart, Josh Smith.
Oh man, J.R. Smith, a good sorry dude, man. I was sitting there,
you know, with J.R. Smith, he was gonna go to North Carolina. It was that goddamn McDonald's game. He hit like 8 or 9 threes in the McDonald's game, and everybody was like, "Man, you should go pro. You shoot like that. You should go pro."
He did that. He did that in a game when they played in Chapel Hill too. He shot and he was dunking. He dunked like 12 times and then threw his shoes in the crowd. I went to the game. I was like, wow.
Did the Lakers keep him, man? Did the Lakers keep him, or is he out?
You know they go keep him. He gotta bring the stuff to the court. You gotta bring the stuff to the room.
Yeah.
Did he even play? Did he even play in the bubble? I don't think he played.
Bro, I don't think he played in the finals.
He played a little bit, but he didn't. They stopped playing him after they just stopped playing.
Waiters didn't play neither.
Man, I saw Waiters maybe like twice, Dad.
Man, I can't stand him either. He
called with the Lakers polo on
for the finals. Waiters was in street clothes.
Right. Right. He was in a busted suit.
And then I'm surprised the Lakers got rid of LeBron's number one little butt buddy, Quinn Cook.
Right. Let me go home. Don't let me just sit there and root for y'all and stuff, and I can't get no tick, man. Hell no. They'd have threw me out.
I can't get no tick. I can't get no snatch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me go home.
Get nothing. You
saw that, JR. What you mean go in the bubble? JR, bubble to play. You know, JR, you ain't got to go home. I'll give you some weed. All right, I'll stay.
You give me some what?
Yeah, just don't be giving it to my son. Yeah, just don't give that much to Bronny. You know what I'm saying? He's smoking these live streaming. Cut that down.
Man, see, that's the stuff I be talking about. Even if Bronny did smoke, man, why you go smoke on the internet? You know what I'm saying? For everybody to see, man.
My thing is everybody's saying, "Oh, well, it ain't that bad," but I'm like, bruh, Bronny wants to be a basketball player. You allegedly the number 24 ranked player in the class. You want to go to Duke. You want to go to Kentucky. You cannot smoke weed on the fucking
Weed,
internet.
guys.
Look at what was
Yeah.
Cuz' name from the dog who got drafted by the Dolphins? Lamar, what's his name? Got
Oh
smoking,
yeah.
got caught smoking weed and
Oh, I know
dropped
what
in the
you're talking
NFL
about.
draft.
He was
And
Lamar.
he was a lottery pick. He was a
Yeah,
lottery
he
pick too.
was.
Yeah, the offensive lineman.
Yeah, he had the mask on, and then he pulled
Right.
that thing off. He just
He had the
said,
gas mask on. He was supposed to be like the number 2, number 3,
"I
number
said
4
this
pick.
is
He dropped in the first. He dropped all the way in the draft.
He
Yeah,
dropped.
man. You can't let stuff like that get out there. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you do it, dad. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, man. But don't promote that shit, man. You know what I'm
But
saying?
he's
Like,
a victim. He's a victim of like his father's loins, man. Like he's so hungry for attention, and it's sad because he's a baby to us. So I'm looking at him as a young man coming up, and then it hit me. I said, well, how can I be mad at him when, for all I know, his dad telling him, look, attention is still attention, whether it's bad or not. LeBron
right.
give me that type of vibe, like he's that kid in the back of the class, like, look, man, we about to graduate, homie. Like, why are you still talking? Like, it's over. He's one of them guys. He just keep
Yeah.
going on and on
Well, I
and
mean, with
on.
LeBron, he really is that dude in the back of the class. But you got to remember, ever since he was 13, he's known and he's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Everything is all good. He knows he
Yup,
was going
Frank.
to the league. He knows he ain't got to fuck around and be serious. You know what I'm saying? He
Yes,
could
sir.
always be the class clown.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but
He's
Bronny,
never matured. LeBron, he
Bronny,
could be 35, 36 years old. That nigga's still a 17, 18-year-old
Oh
rat
man,
mentally.
yeah,
preach, preach.
Bronny look like he taking PEDs with his dad. That's what he looked like.
Oh, HD, did you just say that?
He allegedly, but Bronny,
Oh,
Bronny
snap.
look like he taking PEDs with his dad, bro. Go look at his picture and then look
Oh,
at
I'm already there with you, man. I'm already there. Don't
I'm
say we
telling
hating
you.
though.
Well, he probably take PEDs every year, man.
I
Right.
mean, with him,
That's
with
it.
LeBron coming out and saying he wanted to play with his son, he's almost guaranteed that to happen. So it's
Mhm.
like, bro, you know,
Absolutely.
Bronny, whether he fucks up or excuse me, whether he messes up or not, you know what I'm saying? He going to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go. He already in that bubble. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
man.
You know,
He
he already in that bubble,
I don't
man.
know, man. I seen him play. I don't know if the kid
he's
got
all
the
right.
game. I don't know how
Is he
long they
that
can.
good
I
though?
don't
Is
think
he
they can
good enough
hide
to
him
go?
anymore. You know what I'm saying? After the sophomore year, they're not gonna be able to hide him like that in the top
Right.
25, top 20 rankings.
Yeah.
This shit gonna
Look,
drop.
I saw one game he was playing with Wade kid. Wade kid kind of sweet. You know, or no, not Wade kid. It's Melo's kid, I
I was
think.
gonna say
And
Wade's
Melo
kid
kid,
is kind of sweet.
Oh, that
You know
was
what I'm
LeBron's other son. That was his other son.
saying? My fault.
he was playing with one of them other NBA dudes, man. And the other dude was clearly better, dad. The other
Kenyon
dude
Martin's
clearly.
son. That's who it was.
Hey,
It
did
was
y'all see that video I put out about Kenyon Martin?
Oh
What he said
yes.
about KG?
Oh
Shit,
no, I
Porch
ain't
Kenyon
seen it
Martin
puppy.
yet.
wasn't lying.
the title of it. I ain't watched it yet.
Porch
Yeah,
puppy, bro.
Kenyon Martin basically said that he was a hold on, let me pull. He was a porch dog. He wasn't
Porch puppy.
he wasn't a guard dog.
He
He was
called
a
him a
porch.
Chihuahua in the Doberman's body.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I am.
And I heard that a lot though. Like I used to watch KG. My brother, he can't stand KG. He like, dog, that dude, dog, he just all bark, bro. I know, dog, cause we grew up watching Derek Coleman and the Davis brothers.
Right.
If you got in their face barking like that, they gonna get out my face.
Charles
Look,
Oakley.
but if you peep, man, anybody who Kevin Garnett really steps to is always like a little guard. You know what I'm saying?
Anthony Peeler.
Right.
Anthony Peeler.
Yeah, Anthony Peeler hit him
Jared
with that
Bayless when he got on the
elbow.
floor barking like a dog and shit when he was a rookie. Come on.
Yeah, like KG always been like that to me. Like I just like me and my cousin used to argue because see KG his guy, and I'm like, dude, we used to argue about Tim Duncan and KG, and I just told him, dog, KG just seemed a little soft to me, dog, because sometimes he get kind of weak at the end of the game. Where Tim Duncan just keep going, and Duncan gonna drop 10, 20 on you without you even knowing, and you look up at the scoreboard, damn, we lost. Tim Duncan went off. because he was so quiet and skilled with it.
Yep.
4
He
years,
had
4
30 and
years,
15
man.
on you now. You be like,
Yeah.
what happened?
You ain't know what happened, but KG always seemed like that to me. Like he'll bark all the time and stuff. He'll bark like because he'll go at Pau Gasol like that, but Kobe be like, "Hey man, stop being a punk. F him." Like he'll tell KG, yeah, it is. Kobe by himself going to him and Paul Ray talking trash to him like, "Run it. We could do it right now." You know, that's what I like right there. You know, but I like what Kenyon Martin said because see, people forget Kenyon Martin was good too. You know, Kenyon gave you some,
Very.
but
Yeah.
people just underrate him. But he told the truth. He said, "Dog, Derek Coleman, the Davis brothers." You know, other players, you know, they were real, but he said, "Dog, I just think, you know, KG was a Chihuahua, just built like a Doberman. You know, he was."
Them Davis
I mean,
boys,
he got exposed that one time. Melo went to the bus. KG ain't even get off the bus. He
Right,
gonna say that man wife tastes like Honey Nut
outside.
Cheerios.
Yep.
Melo was ready for the smoke. Melo was outside. They were like 4 little guys like, "Oh, Melo, you got to go." Melo like, "Man, get your hand off me." Melo had the beanie on. Boy, he was ready. He was finna give
Yeah,
KG.
he wasn't buying it. He
Nah,
wasn't buying it.
KG ain't want that. Carmelo was finna give him a fade. Like, let's run it. And KG ran away.
KG was supposed to go to Carolina too.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, who was?
Well, he was from, you know, Kevin Garnett was from Carolina, but he got in trouble that you know, he got in that bullshit, bro. Like
Right.
A fight.
somebody you know, somebody was getting jumped at his high school or whatever, and him and his partner was coming down the hallway or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna lie and say they were a part of it because they saw the shit and ran away. So they couldn't recognize his partner, but obviously you gonna recognize a 6'9", 6'10", you know, kid in high school.
Yeah, bald head nigga.
So he got in trouble and then had to go to Chicago for that senior year. He was with
Right.
what was Cuz's name that didn't make it? Ronnie Fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronnie Fields was nice. Yeah.
Ronnie Fields was nice.
He was
Yeah,
nice.
Ronnie
I
Fields
remember
was
him.
about the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Al Jefferson take KG's heart. Y'all know
Oh,
Al
yeah,
Jefferson?
Al Jefferson.
Yeah,
Yeah, Al
Al.
Jefferson,
Yeah, I seen him take his heart, man. I was like, okay, KG, there's a lot of acting, man.
Jefferson just played on bad teams, but Jefferson was a solid center.
He was solid.
He had a
He was solid.
post game, and everything, man. Like I was like, man, dang, if he could just play on a better team.
Yeah.
He on that team. It's like when you go to a high school game, you know, this high school team so damn trash, but you got that one guy, you like, man, dog, you need to transfer, change your address. Cause cause this team,
he could do a little bit of everything. Like he was a solid defender. He was a solid shot blocker. He was only like 6'9". You know what I'm saying? But and he could score down low. Like
But I mean, he was on
his
the
post game was
Bobcats at the
crazy.
worst time, though. He was on the Bobcats at the
Yeah.
worst time. They had him and then Steven Jackson. That was it. Michael Jordan had his godson, Corey Higgins, Rod Higgins' son. He had him starting for like a week before they cut and released him.
Damn.
man, the Bobcats were so trash.
That's why I'm thinking. That's why I'm thinking LiAngelo Ball might make the NBA because you know what I'm saying. Michael Jordan will put his godson in there and let him start for a week before they cut and release. How do you start for a week and then you just get cut and released? That's why I'm
never
saying
been there in the
LiAngelo
first
Ball might
place.
make the NBA. He might put LiAngelo in there just with LaMelo to try to make some money.
Well, you know, hey, listen, you know, it's all politics. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the NBA don't necessarily deserve to be there. It's always stories about you know how that goes.
Yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
exactly like Kobe Carl, George Carlson, Kobe Carl. You know what I'm saying? Got
Luke
a couple
Walton.
10-day contracts. Luke Walton. One of the Barry brothers that you know, John Barry and Brent Barry made it, but then the other Barry brother, I can't think of his name.
Barry.
Drew Barry.
Janelle
it might have been
Barry and shit.
Yeah, Drew Barry, right? Drew Barry, yeah. He shouldn't have been in the league.
Oh hell no, he was so trash. Drew Barry was so trash. I know I could have made it in the league over him.
Yeah, he was trash. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, man. Doc Rivers' son, man. Austin Rivers' son is trash, dad. I don't understand.
Yeah, he's trash, but I will give Austin he deserved to make it to the league, but he didn't do enough to sustain himself to stay in the league, but Doc, overpaid him.
Plus, he got a crazy attitude too. His attitude ain't right.
Yeah, he got a high motor. Yeah.
Yeah, he got that light skin complex. That's his problem. He think he run every damn thing. His hot yellow self. Like, come on, dog. You ain't even built like that.
Sometimes that dude, he takes shots, and I'll be like, we be fighting, Dad. Like, we be fighting if he's on the team with me, Dad. Like, nah, Dad.
You know where he get that from? You remember his daddy was coaching in Boston when he was a little kid, so he was growing up going to practice under KG and them, so he got a little bit of that fake tough guy. KG.
Right.
I think Doc should have took a year off.
When he's at Duke, Coach K ain't coaching, man. He just let him do what he want.
Yeah. Would you say who did it?
I think Doc should have took a year off, man. I can't believe that guy's coaching.
Doc took a career off. He should have been. He was so bad in that Clippers series. I used to hate him when he played for my Magic, dog. Like T-Mac wanted to choke this dude sometimes, dog. His rotations were terrible. And then he was and then this dude just kept playing Daryl Armstrong, and all of us was like, why are you playing this dude, dog? He's a bum. And he just kept playing him, dog, every play. Like,
and the worst.
I'm like, dude, Armstrong, he had like 1 year, Dad, like where he was just on top of
dude. And T, I said, I ain't like him that year either. I didn't like him. I told him, man, he overrated. Everybody was like, HD, man, you always. I'm like, look, dog, they need to get rid of him after this year and go get a real point guard, and we'll be straight.
Ain't he the reason why Tim Duncan ain't come to the Magic? Doc Rivers?
Yeah, Doc Rivers, yeah. T-Mac was pissed off. T-Mac was up there like on the jump, like, man, that's all he had to do. We could have had Tim, man. If you
could have told
Tim
him whatever you want, man.
Dude, we had Tim Duncan. We would have had Grant Hill. We'd have had T-Mac. Man, what? Who in the East stopped us?
2 chips minimum. Yeah, 2 chips easy. At least.
Yeah, that was 2 chips.
At least.
T-Mac, and then T-Mac wouldn't even have he wouldn't even have to go for 30 or 40 every game. T-Mac could have did what he always did, like in Toronto, facilitate, and then take a shot when he needed to.
But see, that's why winning counts, man, because when it shouldn't even be questioned, Dad. Like, people don't even place Tracy McGrady over LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I got him over LeBron. Hell no, LeBron ain't messing with T-Mac at all.
I'm saying though, it's like when you look at when T-Mac was in the league, he was tearing LeBron up.
Yeah, he was.
Period.
Honestly, bro, when T-Mac was in the league, bro, offensively, the only person you can compare T-Mac to offensively is Kobe. Nobody else in the league.
He was giving Kobe buckets, dog. I remember he was giving Kobe some nasty buckets, boy. I was like, oh, man.
Now, him and a prime KD would be a nice little face-off. I would love to see that. Him and KD, T-Mac and KD. I'm talking about like the KD that's healthy for the Warriors. I would love to see them go at it.
Everybody asked that question. It's hard because T-Mac had a stronger post game. Yep. And then T-Mac, I think he was a little bit of a better scorer, but KD was more efficient because he's so tall. All KD got to do is pull up. It's over. You ain't blocking that.
Yeah, but you couldn't block Tracy McGrady's shot.
I was going to say T-Mac.
But I'm saying if KD and Tracy McGrady went at it, bro, you know what I'm saying? Tracy McGrady 6'7", 6'8". KD is 7'1". They can list him at 6'11" all they want. He's 7'1".
Right. Right.
Tall, man.
You must have saw that picture, Frank, with him standing next to DeMarcus Cousins or somebody. I'm like, he ain't even got on shoes, man.
Nah, nigga, I know what Kevin Durant used to say when he stayed in Oakland, bro. I know a broad that was up in there. I know shit about his brother, everything.
Yeah.
Damn, KD.
Yeah, I done seen KD before. I've seen all the Warriors in person. I know how tall all these niggas is because I'm 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Stephen Curry ain't no 6'3". He like an inch shorter than me.
No,
Stephen Curry like 6'1". Clay is legit. Clay is a legit 6'7". Clay is a legit 6'7". Curry is 6'2", my height, if that.
Right.
How tall is the greatest power forward of all time, Draymond Green?
Draymond, Draymond is like 6'6.5". Like he's just a little under Clay, but they list him at 6'7", but he's like 6'6.5".
Yeah.
But KD was a legit 7'1". He was over 7 foot when I
He
seen
was
him.
tiring over DeMarcus Cousins, dog.
Yeah, that's when I noticed it.
Yeah, Boogie's a legit 6'9", 6'10". You know what I'm saying? KD's way taller.
Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go?
He with the Rockets.
He went to the Rockets. Yeah. But HD, this come back to you know how we got on the StreamYard today. If they measure dudes now without their shoes, so all this laughing at Bill Russell and them saying that he's only 6'9". Well, a lot of these guys been getting measured since AAU with shoes on and all. I'm like, how tall are they really? So Uncle Frank is putting it down. Frank Fan is wine putting it down like that. I believe that because there's all these listings of how tall people is. But I'm like, I need to know. I need the eye test because Bill Russell is 6'9", but I guarantee they measured him without his shoes on. I guarantee it.
It's like Charles Barkley. They used to measure Charles Barkley at 6'8". Charles Barkley is 6'4".
Yeah, 6'3" or 6'4". Yeah, I saw Jordan was taller than him. So Jordan was taller than him because I remember I watched Phoenix and Bulls championship, and I was like, man, Barkley ain't no 6'6" because Jordan's 6'6".
If you think about it, Barkley just had freakishly good athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Like he was only 6'4".
Barkley was a freak of nature. I think people forget how raw Barkley was. That's what be pissing me off when Shaq be like, look at my rings, Chuck. Look at my rings, Chuck. Look at my rings, Chuck. Look at my rings. Like, bro, shut up, bro. Kill you, bro.
You ever see on TNT when he be freezing, like something be looking like something wrong with Buddy's face?
Yeah.
Or we be looking like, what the hell is wrong with him, man? He froze.
Man, Shaq be pissing me off. Shaq pissed me off when he was in Orlando, dog. I used to get on Shaq so bad, dog. Shaq just used to leave a lot of meat on the bone, dog. He used to leave a lot.
Man.
He's lazy. Yeah, he lazy.
And he's selfish too, man.
Yeah,
he's really selfish.
He was selfish. And I kept telling people, I told people when he went to LA, I said, what he did to Penny, he gonna do the same thing to Kobe. Watch what happened. And everybody was like, nah, man. Kobe did. I said, watch what I tell you, because he hated on Penny, and Penny never said nothing. Penny only said like 2 words. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's win. That's it. That's all he said.
Penny was very submissive in being a star, man. Very submissive.
And he found out Shaq is a Laker in the Olympics. I was like, wow, that's just
man. Like
that's the snake move.
When they did that documentary and everything, like I'm glad he apologized and was the bigger man finally, because everybody came to me like, man, HD, you was right. I'm like, dude, I know, because I'm a huge Orlando Magic fan, and my aunt, like my auntie, God rest her soul, she knew them guys. Like, so she knew how Shaq was, and she said Shaq is very playful. He's a big kid, and like sometimes he don't take it serious. But she said to me, Penny, that dude. She told me straight up, Penny is that guy. Penny is locked in, focused. And when they run practice and run the plays, they are running plays like sets and everything. Penny had all them guys on one page. But Shaq always used to hate on Penny, dog, because Penny just, man, he was the guy. And I kept telling people Penny was that guy, dog. Penny going at it with michaeljordan and them.
Yeah, Mike and Scotty used to get their face bust.
Yeah, people forget they compared him to Magic Johnson coming out of college, and Magic even said it.
Yeah, Magic can score like that. Magic can score like that. Don't get me wrong. Like they both had like a natural, like just natural, natural basketball instincts. You know what I'm saying? But man, Penny was just crazy, man. Penny game was crazy, man.
He a Hall of Famer to me, man. He just a Hall of Famer to me. I'm like, he put in that time. He put in that work.
But his career got cut too short. If his career didn't get cut
that's the only thing. Like, I mean, he was on his way, but man, his career, man, who knows how many chips he would have got had he stayed healthy. You know what I'm saying? He got himself some help. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
Could you imagine if Penny and Grant Hill would have stayed healthy? injury free.
Oh man, that would have been a great league, dog. Because you had Iverson coming up, you had Ray Allen giving you buckets. Ray was balling. That would have been a league. You would have been glued to the TV. Basketball would have been amazing because everybody forget Ray Allen was dunking on people in Milwaukee and shooting threes in your face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ray Allen's freaky year in Milwaukee. He used to handle the ball, do a lot of in and outs, and he used to dunk on cats.
Yeah, he used to. He was running the point guard for his first couple years. He was running the point guard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Oh yeah, Jesus Shuttlesworth, boy. My scene was my boy Rick Fox said Coney Island in the house.
Was Rick Fox acting in that movie, or was that just legit? I think that was just legitimately Rick playing Rick.
Yeah,
that was certified freaks. We got some certified freaks here at Tech U. We got some certified freaks at Tech U.
Hey Frank, you know that's Rick Fox, dog. You know that's Rick Fox.
Man, Cody Island in the house. And them two white girls in the bed waiting.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like you think like Penny and Grant Hill, like in their prime, it was a question who was gonna be the best player in the league, them two, and they ended up on the same team together and could never stay healthy. They had to play with each other.
Yeah.
If them two would have been healthy, man, and then a young Kobe coming in, man, the league would have been rich with superstars, man.
Man.
On and off the court, man, because they were clean cut cats.
Yep. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's the thing. Like when you look at it, man. And I thank all you guys, man, because y'all make me, man, love doing this stuff, man. Because, man, growing up, you saw real basketball, and you know, now it's just I just feel sorry for this young age of people, these kids now, because they don't know what basketball is, man. And that's what I'm saying. What people don't understand what LeBron is doing to the game, he's killing it. Because if you were watching when we were watching, man, guys ain't have no choice to say, yo, I'm gonna keep jumping from this team or that team. That was frowned upon back then. It was, yo, I'm finna stay here and build this, and we're finna win, whether you like it or not. Like, and that's the thing that I feel is really is hurting the league now, because basketball, you could just watch a game when you just got off playing basketball on the court. You would watch somebody ball out. You want to go to the court and do what they did. Like I saw Barkley ball out. I saw Khalid El-Amin ball out. I was like, I'm gonna do what they do. I'm finna run the point like El-Amin. I want to pump it. I'm finna get it here. I'm gonna get to the post. I'm gonna do Barkley, do that little elbow, and get to the cup with the left hand. And that's what basketball was. Now it's like you got a dude come down and fast break, dude under the goal like this. He just bump it 3, and it's over.
You know, here's the thing though, HD. You know, it's like free agency is still a good thing. Like, you know, you don't want it's players like Mitch Richmond, man, who. He was stuck on the Sacramento Kings his whole career.
Yeah,
who knew what Mitch Richmond could have been if he played on a solid team? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want players to be able, like good players, if the team is not performing like they supposed to, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to have the right to go somewhere else where they got their stuff together. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to build a team. I can dig that. Man, but when you got the stars going each and everywhere, man, that's what's making it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying there should be no loyalty in the game, but I don't know. It's got to be some sort of middle ground, because this is true. Like when the owners get ready to fry you, Dad, they gonna fry you, Dad, and they don't care nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't know. Players, they need to have their rights too. You know what I'm saying?
It's cool. No, it's cool. I don't have a problem with free agency. It's just we got to stop abusing free agency.
Yeah.
Like, we can't have like a team with 4 superstars or franchise players and then you got all the role players. You're finna put all them on your team, like a Wesley Matthews and all of these guys. Not only that, like if I had a team, I had Rondo, I had Schroeder, I had Lou, I had it. It's just gonna be unfair to me for the league to grow. And that's what messes up the league to me, is that they've destroyed how free agency works. Free agency, like what Kevin Durant did, I didn't have a problem with it because he was tired of losing. Like, he wanted to finally win. He put his time into OKC. He stayed loyal. He could have left that first time when he re-signed. Remember, he re-signed to them. He could have left. And he came back and he played 9 or 10 years with him. And I'm just like, look, I'm done. I'm finna go win now. You know, you guys don't want to win. Y'all got rid of Harden. Y'all got rid of my buddy Serge. So it's like, what else can I do?
But when it come back to comments that Braun made, not the greatest of all time, but I always think about that comment, we're top heavy as shit. Look at all. Can you imagine if Mike, Scotty, and Dennis said that, or Penny, Dennis, Scott, and Shaq? Somebody like Mitch Richmond would be like, well, I'm glad you top heavy. I'm naked. I'm naked over here in Sacramento.
Yeah. It was one of the most, and that's I think that was after. That's when, because you played it last night, HD. I think that's what prompted him to come out and make those comments about him competing, because he went in the meeting and talking about how top heavy he was. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you know, what else can they do for you? Like, serious.
Yeah, but that's how it is. You made it that way because it's like you said, if I add, like, let's say me, you know, and T and you know, Frank, we the top guys. Of course, our team's not gonna be the best all around, because look at it. You got 3 franchise players on one team. You got Kyrie, you got you, and you got Kevin Love. What else can you do? You're going to get a bunch of players on the back end that may not be as up to par as you. And then you're in Cleveland. Who the hell want to come to Cleveland?
Man, he used to having that. He had that old stacked team in Miami. I mean, if you look at Miami, Miami was stacked from the root to the tutor. They had Rashard Lewis coming off the bench as like a 10th man. You know what I'm saying? Rashard Lewis.
Right. He should have stayed in Miami, and I kept telling everybody that. If LeBron would have stayed in Miami, he would have had a better record, he would have had a better team. Pat would have gave him the team he needed. But his problem is he doesn't know how to work well with young players. He doesn't know how to make young players better. That's why he wants a veteran who's like 6-7 years in the league, you know, because they're already ready. They already know what they got to do, whether they're getting the ball or not. They could do other things because they're privy to that. They're taught that because they done played in the league so long. But if you put a rookie in there, you got to tell them, no, you got to go here. Man, no, man, you got to be over here. And you know how LeBron he get frustrated easily. So he going to cuss that guy out, get on him, and that rookie going to be done for the rest of the year.
So what about Pinocchio though now? What's your take on Spo? Like, y'all think Spo in the end now, like we done seen enough evidence that LeBron really is, like, we're starting to look at him like, so why'd you leave again? Because I'm starting to look at Spoelstra and Pat Riley. If they could build that around Jimmy, and we all agree, now I like Jimmy more than I do LeBron, but I'm like, they could have built something in LeBron's prime. You just wanted to leave because they wouldn't let you do what you want to do. That spoiled child thing again.
Hey, hold on. Doolittle is on the panel. Doolittle is on the panel. He said that Michael Jordan is overrated.
Hey, Frank, your mic is muffled, bro.
Yeah, a little low.
Frank.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was saying Doolittle is on the panel. He was talking about Michael Jordan's overrated. I was wondering if he could expound on that.
Well, he said he can't talk right now or something, but I mean, look, Michael Jordan was never overrated. I want people to understand that. I didn't like Mike, but Mike is not overrated. There's nothing overrated about Michael Jordan. Michael was a killer when he got on that court. Mike, like somebody had a meme on Facebook with a girl and this dude talking about, oh, I'll play you for your phone, and he turned into Michael Jordan, you know. You're not gonna keep me playing me for my phone, you know. So Mike was a monster as far as the things I like what Mike did was I liked the Mike when he went to the Wizards because he didn't get the calls. He wasn't getting none of the freebies. And Michael still was dropping damn near 30 on him. I was like, damn, that's Mike. You know?
Yes,
that's
sir.
Mike. You know, that's Mike. You know,
but you see right there how the league protects the superstars. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you know, you basically turn Mike to a 30 to 40 point player to a 20 to 30 point player. You know what I'm saying? Because of the benefit of the whistle. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, the league got to fix his act, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need to fix their act, bro. Like like what they've been doing is just tired. It's tiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody brought it up last night. It's an act, man. It's an act.
Frank. It's an act, Frank. Frank's right.
My man Andrew Gray brought up last night how I'm still salty about that 06 Miami team winning it. That's like one of the most fraudulent championship teams to me in history.
All them free throws, D. I was looking
they
at.
They wanted to give those guys a ring. They wanted to force feed Shaq another ring because they knew Kobe was going to come back and get some more. So they had to balance out. Gary Payton was old, had to get that ring. Lonzo Mourning was old.
Yeah.
Antoine Walker,
Antoine Walker.
Evelyn was taking all this money, so they had to give him a ring.
Yeah, bro, they had so many bums on that team, dog. It was ridiculous. It was.
Dallas,
you know what I'm saying?
Swept them. And
Michael Dolezak was the backup center for Shaq.
They shouldn't have lost to the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Like they just made Wade just like they gave him the Jordan rules, dad. They just made him. You couldn't touch that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole playoffs, you just couldn't touch him.
You was right, dog. I went back and watched the Hardwood Classic the other day in the 90s. Yeah, dog. I don't think nobody got the whistle like Mike, dog.
Dog.
I got the whistle, boy. Mike went up for a fadeaway, right? Dude was like this and backed off. They said, he was like, the coach got off the bench like, hold up, come here, ref. Hold up. No, we ain't doing nothing. That was like 3 times on the dude already.
Look, Dad, look. Mike will go over there and talk to the refs. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you already
He
know,
would go
Dad.
talk. These dudes now be over there crying. And you know what? Mike used to cry a lot, too.
Yeah, he did used to cry. He did used to cry a whole lot. I still don't know if he cries more than LeBron, Dad, because like the tears that LeBron posted this year in the bubble, dog, were like off the charts.
They both the same, dog. The only difference is Michael had cojones. That's it. They both the same, dog. They both cried. I swear, I'm telling you, I cannot stand Jordan, bro. Jordan used to cry to the refs all the time. Every time, like somebody got close to him. Hey, you better call that foul. All right, foul on him. It's like how?
Hey, one thing though, if Mike know he ain't going to get the most favorable whistle, at least he'll get mad and go off.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? LeBron would just spend the whole night crying about it. You know what I'm saying?
He'll pout. Like I was telling them last night, I'm trying to tell them, like, dude, this dude here, bro, you are able to stack your teams. This is like me playing a game of spades. And I can get all the spades. I can get all the jokers. I can get all of this and everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm beating you. I mean, I'm stacking my deck. And then, like, if my deck ain't right, I'm like, I don't like this deck. Give me that one. All right. And now I still lose. How am I great? How am I great at what I do? Like, I just never understood this logic. Like, it's just mind-boggling to me that this guy can get away with stacking all his teams, but then when he loses, it's like, nah, man. It was his fault. It was Danny Green. He should have. I'm like, dude, Danny Green sucks. Like, he's a bum for a reason. Why would you throw it to him? Why ain't you just dunk it? Why ain't you just pull up yourself? Kobe knew he had a bum. Kobe was gonna be like this.
I believe that basketball is like, you know what I'm saying? It's a rhythm sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you pass, as a point guard, when you pass the ball, you want to catch the shooter in that good rhythm You know what I'm saying? So he's ready to shoot. Like you, so if you're comfortable down, you pass that. Like if you're making a comfortable pass, a confident pass that you know is going to get to a spot and it's going to get to the player right in the spot. You know what I'm saying? That like you transfer that energy through the ball.
What's up, bro?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like he didn't transfer that energy, man, to Danny Green. That's why he missed that shot. He wasn't in the spot. You know what I'm saying? It was just it was the wrong play. He should have took it up. You know what I'm saying? He didn't pass the ball with no confidence. Danny Green didn't shoot the ball with no confidence.
At
you know
all.
what I'm saying?
At all. So Neil, what's going on, man? The topic originally, before we went off of it, Bill Russell had a higher IQ than Michael Jordan. What do you say?
You said Bill Russell had a better IQ than Jordan, you said?
Had a higher IQ than Michael Jordan.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say yeah, though. I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, Bill was that dude. You know what I mean? I mean, I wasn't around when Bill was around, but
Right.
you know,
Right.
we seen Mike get funky out there.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? You know, I get everything to Mike because I visualized and we got to see what Mike brought to the table. Man, them numbers Bill and things Bill did, man, we can't overlook the fact what Bill did down the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Bill and them boys, Mike wouldn't be who he is. So, you know.
Exactly. And that's the point. And that's the point I was making to my subscriber on Bag Boy. I was saying it took Michael longer to make his team better. He had to learn that I can't score all the points. This guy got to get it, or maybe this guy needs to get the ball. Where Bill Russell came in already in his mind, I'm finna go work with Kuzi and tell him, look, I'm gonna get you the ball here in this position here. I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna just put all my focus on the defense and guarding the rim, getting the rebound, getting the blocks for you guys to spread your wings and win. And he coached as well. I think he coached the last 3 championships and played.
Yo, but it's like Frank said earlier, you know, why Mike's got a fighting chance. You know, he came Dean Smith. You know what I'm saying? Like in Dean Smith heyday. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you already know Dean Smith. He one of the greatest basketball minds. You wasn't gonna get on the court if you ain't had no basketball IQ.
That's T. I see. What's up, T?
What up, though? What's good, bro?
I can't call it. We gonna have to get on that Madden, man. You know what I mean? I see it off, man. I ain't been on it in a minute. You know, we friends on the joint too, so we all got to get it in. You know what I mean? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man. Hit me up.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yeah, man. Happy Thanksgiving, no doubt.
It's all about spending time with the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's important, man. So you know.
Yeah. I got fat. I'm gonna be working it off tomorrow. UPS.
No doubt, you know, we eat like kings when this comes around. You know what I mean? You know, like kings twice a year. So
right.
You buying everything on your own when you go out and do your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna boss up and eat like kings, like we supposed to.
Right. My homeboy at work, his wife is Mexican, so I told him I got you. I'll bring you some Southern cooking, brother.
You know you got to give him a dish, put the dish up on him. You know, the dish.
Heck yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. Today's basketball, like that's what's missing. It's missing is not only competition, but I just think, like you said, T, you're right. I agree that free agency works and we need it because the players need their freedom. But it's many times we're abusing it by stacking our teams and stacking the deck. And then not only that, you're not promoting your other teams. You only got 4 teams now that are going to be promoted. Like that's
what I do like about the game.
Terrible. The owners need to take accountability too, though, man, because over the years they've done some bad contracts. You know what I'm saying to undeserving players just to snatch them away from another team that was trying to build something.
Right.
Like Nicholas Batum still getting paid on somebody's books right now. Man.
Oh my gosh, Nicholas Batum.
Nicholas Batum, fellas.
Nicholas Batum.
Like Cino said on this thing earlier, or just a couple minutes ago, that Luol Deng is still getting bread from the Lakers.
Yeah,
That's the king from Coming to America, brother.
Yeah.
Still getting paid by Indiana.
Too. Ain't Mozgov too? Ain't Mozgov getting paid still too?
Luol Deng getting paid. Mozgov getting paid. Monte Ellis still getting paid.
Monte Ellis still getting
Sean
paid.
Livingston still getting paid by the Warriors.
Wow.
Homie don't even play in the league no more.
Yeah,
None
these
of them play in
dudes
the
ain't
league.
played in the league in
You mean
forever.
to tell me these niggas is over there playing for China and still getting NBA checks, man?
Heck yeah.
It must be nice. Must be nice.
Sour like a
Nice,
pickle,
man.
Man,
Gang sour
we
like
should
a
have had
pickle.
another profession. I wish I could have grew 4 more inches, boy. I'd have
Man.
Well, speaking of height,
We all
did
missed our boat.
we mention Zeke in the whole IQ conversation? Like, obviously, Isaiah Thomas's IQ got to be very high.
Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
I brought that
man.
up at the beginning.
Point
Oh,
guard.
it is.
Okay. Point guard's got better IQ just off the rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeke,
You know what I mean?
Zeke IQ, because see the one thing Zeke said, he said something on open court, like I was saying earlier to T and everybody. He learned from watching Bob Cousy and everything, and wanting to be like the Celtics, because the Celtics was a team with all the brothers on it. So he was like, shoot, I want to learn how to pass, do that, and then learning from Magic and Bird and watching them. You know, Zeke
Curly from the Harlem Globetrotters too.
And he learned from Bob Knight too how to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Military style, like they both military dudes. You know what I'm saying? What Bob Knight is. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Bob Knight is.
Yeah,
and that always will make me come back to, like, I asked myself, fellas, if you take Zeke out and put somebody in, like, just hypothetically speaking, like Derrick Rose. If I put D Rose on the Bad Boy Pistons, do they get 2 chips?
No, they lost. They were.
I don't think so. I mean, they would be a very talented team.
They be talented, but
saying?
I don't think he got the leadership as Isaiah had.
Exactly.
Right.
That's how I
take over
measure
the games. He couldn't take over the games like Zeke.
Right.
Could LeBron work with
hold on, let me just throw this in there. Derrick Rose, he's a product of his generation. So early 2000s, he played his style of play reflected that. I couldn't see Derrick Rose in the 80s doing what he did in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Because it just wasn't conducive to the style of play, the way not only Detroit played, but the game was played overall back then.
Different.
Great.
You had to have skills, man. You just couldn't be athletic.
Don't get me wrong.
Like,
I love
just 'cause
Derrick
you
Rose. He's a hell of a competitor, great athlete. You know what I'm saying? I'm very sorry to see what happened to him. I'm glad he's able to bounce back, but you know what I'm saying? I love Derrick Rose. I just can't see the way he played point guard, you know what I'm saying, being conducive to the 80s game. You know what I'm saying?
You had to have skills, Frank. You couldn't just rely on your athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a bunch of athletics dudes in the league then that it was now. You know what I'm saying? But
Derrick didn't have a strong left like Isaiah had. Isaiah could go left with ease. He could finish at the cup like he had a touch. You know what I'm saying? Where these guys today, they don't have a touch. Like, you see Kyrie has a touch, but he don't have the leadership like Isaiah, but he got the game. Dame Lillard go to the cup like that. That's probably about it. But when Zeke was playing, damn near every point guard could go to the cup and lay it up or finish with either hand. But Zeke was better than them because he had that extra gear. He had that extra level. He had that psycho-ness in him. Because if you notice, all the superstars got a little psycho in them, where they like, I gotta push.
Switch it. You got that. They got that kill switch. Yeah,
right.
It's that win at all cost mentality.
You got to be crazy to take off on Rick Mahorn. Shit.
Yeah, man.
But see, that's the Chicago one. That's the Chicago one.
But that's what I was sitting back thinking, man. Like, if you put LeBron and you trade him out with Zeke, obviously one's a small forward, one's a point guard.
He trading Bill Laimbeer. He's trading Rick Mahorn.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
We too top heavy.
In other words, He don't make everybody better, man. I'm like, man, these fairy tales, man, that they keep trying to tell people, man.
Well, you put LeBron on the Pistons. LeBron ain't even gonna get no PT. You forgot they had Adrian Dent.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, and Dennis Rodman, Dad. Dennis Rodman would have shown him how to be a 6'8" small forward that athletic and gets up and down the court.
Yep.
Young John Sally.
Spider.
Yeah. But LeBron would have traded half the team. You would have got Sidney Moncrief over there. You would have got
HD. I'm telling you right now, Dad, that if he tried to trade any one of them dudes, Dad, people will pack up LeBron personally, Dad, and send him down the Detroit River, Dad. Like, nah, Dad, we ain't having that, Dad. Sorry. Sorry.
It's like, bro, you think Kyle Kuzma was pushing him? Kyle Kuzma pushing him on defense was bad. What you think gonna happen when Joe Dumars try to push your ass?
Oh yeah.
That nigga old school from like Monroe, Louisiana. You know he got that sharecropping strength still running through his blood.
Sharecropper strength.
Hey, honestly, Dad, like I don't think he would play, Dad. They would be holding him out in practice, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Making him cry, Dad, the whole nine, Dad. That's
how I measure certain, leadership qualities. Like Kobe looks at Joe Dumars, Kobe looks at Rick Mahorn and Lambert and says, I fucks with it. I mean, excuse my language, I mess with it. Kobe bangs with that.
Yeah.
But I can't see some of these superstars. I can't see them working with that Pistons team. And that's just one example. You know what I'm saying?
But Kobe, the thing I loved about Kobe was hungry. Like every year, something different.
Yeah, every
he
game.
Always came to the table different. Like then he had a post game. I'm like, this nigga 19 and got a post game, and he had some great footwork for a guy who didn't go to college because that was unheard of. High school guys just didn't develop fast like that. It was only a few that could do that. Like Moses Malone could. KG came in with the skill, and then you had Kobe come in there. You just ain't see that many high school guys develop as fast as he did. People forget Kobe went from 9 points to like 15 points in the span of a year. That's a huge jump, especially to be a guard. And you're in the league where it's still hand checking, and you still got guys throwing bowls, and then you got to deal with Shaq in practice throwing cheap shots at you going to the hole. So,
and bro, this is the 90s. You feel me? This is the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Tough era. We call that the tough era. The school of the hard knocks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then we start being powder puff there, everybody. Everything it's okay. You can have this, sir. You can be okay. We'll give you this player. We'll give you that guy.
I think the difference, Kobe came in the league. He wasn't coddled. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't coddled. You know what I'm saying? Like he had the hype. Like people were comparing him to Michael Jordan.
I mean, dog, he came in the league 96. He came in the league 96. Jordan's still there. Pippen's still there. Malone's still there. Stockton's still there. Hakeem's still there. Everybody's still there.
Grant Hill's still there.
Right, it wasn't no need to
Jason Kidd. It was like you sink or swim, bro. Jason Kidd is just blooming. Gary Payton is established. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Eddie Jones every practice.
Hey, real quick, what y'all think about? Because I had this debate the other day with somebody. I like the Jason Kidd. Out of Jason Kidd and Stockton, who would you go with?
I'm gonna go with Jason Kidd.
I'm gonna go with Jason Kidd because I'm from Oakland.
Stockton.
I'm gonna go with Jason Kidd just because. I mean, he could just literally do everything on the court.
Right. Yeah. I thought his defense was a little better than Stockton's. Like,
absolutely.
I'm gonna go with Kidd, not just because I'm from Oakland, but to be honest, Kidd is taller than Stockton. They can do the same. They can do the same thing. I would say Kidd is a flashier. I would say Kidd is a little bit flashier with the passes, but I take Kidd overall because he's a better defender. Kidd is 6'4". He can rebound better, and his shot got better over time. And then at the same time, bro, Stockton really ain't that clutch in the fourth quarter when the game on the line. Stockton ain't clutch like that.
Yeah, I agree. He's made a lot of bad fourth quarter plays over the years.
That play, the pick and roll that brought the pick and roll to the game. Because I gotta say, them boys put the pick and roll on the map.
They did,
they did.
If you say pick and roll, you got to speak on them.
Yeah, Stockton and Malone. We all know what that means.
Oh yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
So, and then you look at that. That's basic ball playing. Ain't no flash to it. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. My man Kid gonna come down and hit you with a pass out this world on some not Magic Johnson shit, but a little similar to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Two defenders. And
Whiz Kid.
I feel like you can get the same offensively. You can get the same effectiveness from a Jason Kidd than you can to John Stockton, but just Kidd is taller. He can rebound better. He's a better defender. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I would have to go with him over Stockton because of those intangibles, especially on the defensive end.
That's important.
Honestly, the only thing I could put over Kidd with Stockton is his shooting. That's it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like he can,
but you know,
and that's
Kidd
like 3-point shooting.
Kidd did get a jump shot in his twilight
career.
He did get a jump shot in Dallas.
Yeah, he
was busting LeBron ass in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Hey, T, he got a contract in New York after that series.
Well, hey, he revived his career now with that. Like, oh, he can shoot now. Oh.
Hey, Frank, I got a question.
Why do you think he's a coach for the Lakers now?
Yeah, what's happening?
Why do you think he's coaching with the Lakers now?
Yeah. Oh, who's coaching with the Lakers now? Jason Kidd. Yeah.
Who did it? Go with your question to Frank.
Who you got since you from Oakland? Who you got, Kidd or GP?
Oh, Kidd all day. Kidd. Jason Kidd.
Hold on,
that's interesting, Frank.
I love GP, but I go with Kidd. Like that's hard because both of them.
I go with Jason Kidd because you know what I'm saying. The students surpassed the master.
Oh,
you gave him all your tricks.
Man.
You gave him all your tricks. You raised them. You gave him all your tricks. It's like, you know what I'm saying. You want better. You want better for the next generation. So you gave him everything you got, and he took a little bit of what he already had.
Yeah.
But man, Gary Payton is a walking 5 steals a game.
Yeah,
that's true.
I hear you, brother.
And he gonna cuss his teammates out.
It's just.
You got that dog.
It's hard. That's a hard one, Dad. That's a hard one. I'm surprised you so swiftly went with Kidd, Frank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta go with GP, dog. All day. I need that dog on my side.
Yeah,
that's a dog right there.
You can't go wrong though.
Man.
You can't go wrong. Right.
He gonna put up the same points as him, same assists as him. You know what I mean?
They really won in 1A. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Only thing about it, Kid ain't got that dog in him.
Yeah, man.
He kind of do though.
I think offensively, Gary can do one thing a little bit better than Kidd, and that's post up and play with his back to the basket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
Gary
right.
can sit on your ass. If Gary get to the elbow, he'll sit on you, then he'll turn around and hit that jump.
He's gonna hit that jump. That's right.
Yep. He got Kobe like that. He got Kobe like that in '99. I remember that. He got him with that little thing.
Well, you know, Kobe went and asked him. He was like, "Yo, man, show me how you cut." He asked Gary to show him how to spin off people when when they post up and shit.
And see, that's one thing about Kobe I like too. He's a student of the game. You know,
he's a student of the game, Dad. Yes, sir.
No matter what. That's why I respect Kobe, because I didn't really fuck with Kobe like that until he caught me.
I didn't even until Shaq left.
I was fucking with Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady. Because I fuck with Iverson. And Kobe was that nigga that's over there in LA that I'm like, okay, this nigga gonna be in the finals with us every year. So, you know what I mean? Because my Knicks wasn't going nowhere. So, I started finding certain players that are fucking with the cousins. Okay, so McGrady and Vince, they gonna get one of these niggas gonna get to the chip against Kobe. Never happened, but I respect Kobe game. I watched his career, and I'm like, okay, every time he didn't do what he supposed to did in the game, this nigga practice all goddamn day. This nigga coach somebody who schooled him. And he didn't mind taking into consideration, you know what I mean? And the nigga talking to him and telling them, yo, do this, do that, do this, and do that. He was a student of the game. Dudes like that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about Kobe. Even if you a liberal feminist, and you hated Kobe for that little rape case or whatever, that nigga still made you respect him through his game. That's why I can't get with LeBron, because he just can't make me respect him through his game. He tries to do these commercials and all this hype shit, and it don't work, bro. Make me respect you with your game. That's what Kobe did. He made you respect
and Frank, to be honest with you, that's when he caught that rape case, and he lost all those endorsements and everything. He had to go back and refocus on his game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think about them couple years afterwards, he was just that. You know what I'm saying? That's
bro,
the Mamba.
He was going, bro. He went to court.
Years.
Even the judge had to say. Even the judge had to say, "God damn, nigga, 42 last night. God damn."
Is that crazy?
That nigga is innocent.
Yeah, man.
Hey, but Neil,
I was looking for the Laker game. Like I told you, I wasn't fucking with Kobe. But when he went through that made I said, now that's a nigga right there where you take everything you want and he got to build himself back up. I said, this nigga will go out every night and drop 50 and better. My cousin was a Laker fan, so he like, you see Kobe? I'm like, no, I ain't seeing what he do. Now I'm checking for Kobe. I told you I wasn't fucking with him. He played one competition. I'm like, okay, Kobe's Kobe. But then I see when he lost everything, Mike put him in the back pocket. Take my Jordans. Do this. We started working with Mike. And then shit, the nigga just every night, man, the boy just started doing some amazing shit, man. I said,
his motivation that was, you know, all the self-drive, you know what I'm saying, which was it was always phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's why I say he wasn't coddled, you know, he didn't give himself a chance to get himself in that superstar bubble where you start thinking you're better than you really are, you stop working on your game and start worrying about commercials more, you know what I'm saying? He was always about work. That's just who he was.
Trying to be
you
the
know
one.
what I'm saying?
And then he had to do that because the competition was still tough in the league.
It was tough. It was tough.
Like how this nigga can take a year off and still get to the chip because they're gonna put him there. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I also like though, not to cut y'all off, but you know what I also liked about him? That 04 finals when he had a bad shooting game at the end. He didn't throw anybody under the bus. He threw himself and said, "I cost us that," and that was big because a lot of guys like I've never seen like would do that. He said that right to the announcer, like, "It's my fault. I'm gonna come back better." Even the Sun series, when he stopped passing the ball in Game 7, he still took the blame in front of the media. Everybody.
Yes, he did, HD. Yes,
and
he
he
did.
took the blame. He told I think it was Sager or somebody. He said, "It's my fault. I cost us this. We lost the series because of me. I'm gonna come back harder." I don't see that from a lot of these young guys today. I don't see that same attitude.
Nigga, that's because Kobe was the general. Kobe was the captain of the ship. That's what the captain does. But if LeBron was the captain, he gonna blame the cook. He gonna blame the boatswain's mate. He gonna blame the enlisted.
Right.
He'll be like, well, man, if the boatswain mate would have dropped the anchor, well, if the gunner's mate would have did this, well, if the cook would have did this, nigga, you the captain, bro. It's on you.
Nigga supposed to listen to you anyway. You the captain. Nigga looking at him. Just, yo, what we doing in the huddle? Everybody looking at LeBron in the huddle, man. You know what I mean? Just like when it was time for Jordan, everybody looked at Mike. What you doing, Mike? What you want us to do? You know what I mean? Same thing with Kobe. They look. When it was just Kobe by himself, everybody in the huddle, they looking at Kobe to see, yo, what the general gonna say? What should we do? Because we just role players. You the star of the team. You know what I mean? You get all the accolades. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the thing, LeBron. Like, it's like these players today. It's like I see they just want the glorification, but they don't want to put in the work. Like when you're a chef, like think about it. If you're a chef, you have to put in that work. It's when people don't see you. That's when you become the greatest chef in the kitchen. That's when you're being able to create a dish, create things that'll have everybody love it. Nowadays, guys is like, look at me here. Look at me here. Yo, look what I did on here. Look what I did this dunk. But it's like you really ain't do nothing, dog. Like,
it's like, bro, it's like in high school when you had a group project. If all 5 of us on a project, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, well, you know, HD did this, and then, you know, Joe Cool did this, T did this, Neil did this, and I really ain't do shit. But then here I am on, you know, presentation day, like, hey, guys, ready to get an A? You know what I'm saying?
That's him all the way. That's him all the way, bro. That's him all the way. Perfect analogy.
Yeah. And that's what he does. Like, guys today, they like when I seen then, like, you know, like when I watched some of The Last Dance, because like I said, I'm not a Jordan fan. But watching The Last Dance, like the part about BJ Armstrong when they was talking all that trash, where it's like, yeah, we beat you, but he was like this with the car, like, hey, it's different when it's 0-0. You know what I'm saying?
Might put the work on them niggas, man.
I miss that NBA. Like Kenyon Martin today said, KG, you was a Chihuahua. You was built like a Doberman. He's still trash talking. Isaiah, like, I'll take LeBron over you. I like that. That is what made us who we are as men today. Today is like if you say something about LeBron, oh, you a hater. You ain't real. Man. Yo, it's like, damn. Like,
and it's just
opinion, no room for critique anymore.
Yeah. You're debating about somebody. You know what I mean? Right. You got the right to speak on what you see. And this is what we see. You only speaking about the truth down to it in our faces.
You know? It is subjective, but the sad thing is, man, they want our eyes to tell us lies, man. Like, I know what I'm saying. I know what we saying out here. Like, sometimes I try my best to not be so hard on LeBron and Ben Simmons and some of these other superstars. But
no, man, F Ben Simmons. You need to be hard on him.
Exactly.
Put up his bro, I could not be a coach. I would have brought Ben Simmons out there. I'd have took his little phone, threw it in the trash can. I'd have said, do something. I'd have punched him in the chest. Get your butt over there. We're going to shoot 200 shots right now. And you're going to shoot here. You're going to shoot there. And I don't care if your arm dropping off. You finna shoot. Because you coming back the next game dropping 30 from the 3 or the mid-range or whatever. You're going to do something.
I mean, you could do all that. HD, you could do all that. But guess what? You could lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got the cojones to do it in the game, bro, you could shoot 1,000 shots. It ain't going to do you no good.
So, Frank, I'm going to pull a LeBron. I'm going to trade him tomorrow. He's getting traded tomorrow. He's getting traded for Brogdon. Quick.
That's the problem with a lot of these coaches, a lot of these kids, man. Everybody be too scared to show them how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? They let these kids walk around only knowing how to dunk, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, they'll fire your ass, bro. They'll fire your ass. You try to teach somebody to play basketball. Look what happened to Paul Silas in 03, 04. He tried to show LeBron. He gone. David Blatt had the #1 record. He gone.
Mm-hmm. What's the white dude that's over there overseas that he took him to the final?
David Blatt.
Yeah, David Blatt.
And he's Jewish. I couldn't believe that. He's actually Jewish.
He's
a
Jew.
Yeah, and they fired him.
So think about it. Why you think him and Pat Riley ain't get along?
Yeah,
Pat Riley won't deal with that.
Because Pat Riley old school. Pat Riley, you got to remember, Pat Riley played at Kentucky for Adolph Rupp. Yeah. Now that's one coach. Now that's a coach, bro. You don't got no leeway with. You ain't running a goddamn thing over there. So Pat Riley come from that school.
And he was the only coach who can coach a bunch of monsters, the New York Knicks, baby. At that time, brother. The Knicks. That was dope. Yeah, better go back and watch the man. If it wasn't for that motherfucker Michael Jordan, man.
That's respect, man. Jordan had everybody feared. Jordan had people. When you seen that 23 in red, dog, you had fear. I just don't feel the same about that 23 now. Like, I didn't like Jordan because he was an adversary. It wasn't I didn't like his game. I didn't like him. He was an adversary. I rooted against him. But this guy today, it's like you root against him. It's like you expecting him just to come down and just do something like that game, like game 5 against the Heat. I'm like, all right, LeBron, it's time to just end it. He did the same thing I've been seeing. Just I'm pass it. Like, for what?
And wait until they go up on 30 points to check back in.
Look, pass the ball and then threw the dude who missed the shot under the bus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Then pump his chest out when they up by 30. When they up by 30, he pump his chest out.
Yeah, and they come back in the game when they up by 30. I told my son, man, I said, if that don't do nothing else but show you I'm not tripping when I say he just ain't it, man. That right there let me know, like, I'm sorry, man. The great ones y'all talking about right now, are we talking about Bill Russell?
Yeah, they never did that.
I can't see them.
That's why I always say Steph Curry, when he was with the Warriors, when they won them set before Kevin Durant came, bro, They was winning 73 games, bro. The nigga did not play the fourth quarter at all. Very few games he played the fourth quarter. And he was averaging 30, 32 a game. If he would have played just 3 or 4 minutes out the fourth quarter, whereas LeBron playing 8, 9, 10 minutes, bro, that nigga would have averaged like 48 points.
Yeah. It's nauseating, man.
45.
That's not good. What word am I trying to use? That's not good sportsmanship. Thank you. That's not good sportsmanship whatsoever, man. What message are you teaching the next generation? But I think these kids is tired of you too. These young boys in the NBA.
Oh yeah, they are.
It's like Carcino always says, though. You know what I'm saying? Cats ain't watching the game. They watching the highlights. They watching ESPN, and then they want to go to the stats and the numbers and be like, "Oh, damn, Cuz was balling. Cuz had 30." But it's like, bro, he went 10 for 31. He took 31 shots and only made 10.
But even if you go strictly with the numbers, that LeBron numbers still ain't touching Mike's. I'm saying like no way, no how, Dad. Like Mike put up the stats he did in less years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
always remember what your eyes shows that you seen with your own eyes, Liz.
Thank you.
Damn the stats. Remember what you see
with
your eyes, man. Damn the stats. They gonna make the stats and finagle the numbers. What you see every time when we watch these games, that's what we know. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we talk about, man. We see the same shit. The boy, when it come down to clutch, he don't want the ball. He want to pass the ball.
Yeah.
How the hell you supposed to want to pass the ball?
Like Shannon,
man, this nigga crazy.
Shannon Sharp just keeps saying, he was saying the other day, and I think HD might have touched on this. They was trying to act as if Dwayne Wade wasn't the man that first year that LeBron came to the Heat. I said, I think Dwayne Wade was confused that first year. Like, I think Wade wanted him to be, but I think Wade's seen a lot of stuff that we talking about.
Honestly, their games never mesh well together. You know what I mean? I mean, you got two slashers. You know what I'm saying? Competing for the same space. The best that the Miami Heat were, they were very good in the fast break offense. You know, transition. That was their bread and butter. You know what I'm saying? Man, he helped out in the half court offense. He was the one getting the rebounds.
Man, that pissed me off. That's why I don't put D Wade in my top 5 2 guards, dog. He should have killed that. He had it when he hit that corner fadeaway shot on that Dallas. He should have closed it after that. He trying to pass the damn ball to Bron. I threw some at my TV. I think I broke it. But I was pissed off as hell because I wanted them to win because Wade was balling. Wade was killing them that game. Like he was having one of them Kobe and Jordan.
Shit, you was mad, nigga. I was happy. I made so much goddamn money that series. That was the first time I ever bet.
No, but I was mad because he kept passing the ball, and I'm like, D Wade. And then he gonna come back the next game. He stick riding LeBron talk about Dirk Nowitzki sick. I'm like, come on, dog. You the leader.
That's how I knew they was gonna lose. That's how I knew they was gonna lose. They was immature doing that shit. Exactly.
He never watched Dirk. You the best athlete, quote unquote, the world has ever seen. So they say. You never watched Dirk. You never tried to watch him. And don't give me that he ain't tall enough.
You supposed to watch him just for scouting practices alone.
Exactly. But Wade played so passive in that damn. That's why I knocked out my 5 of 2 guards. Because if that was Reggie Miller or anybody else, they finna shoot that bit. They don't give a damn if you on or not. They going to shoot it. Now Reggie may miss it, but Reggie like bumping. I'm gunning. I'm gonna keep it. Even in the finals with against Kobe, when Kobe outgunned him, he still was trying to go at it with Kobe. He ain't give a damn.
Like I was saying, though, him and LeBron, they get their money the same way. They both slashers to the basket,
right?
And Dallas just clogged up the lane. You know what I'm saying? The same thing Miami did to him. They just clogged up the lane on him. Then you got to make them shoot jumpers. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they're uncomfortable at. You know what I'm saying? Like Wade can shoot jumpers, but he's a rhythm shooter. You know what I'm saying? He plays off the bounce. So he got to get his bounce going and get to his spot and raise up and shoot. You know what I'm saying? That's how he operates. If you disrupt that dude's rhythm, You know what I'm saying? And that happens because him and LeBron are trying to get their points the same way. That's why they was all looking at each other looking stupid when they be losing. Their games never mess well together. That's why they had to get all that. That's why they had to stack the Miami teams like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They had to stack them teams.
Yeah. But I didn't care about them doing that. What made me mad was like, T, if we own the team, right, you won before me. Like, you're the guy. You're the guy. Like, I expect you to say, you know what, bump that. I'm finna close it because this dude over here with his.
They call it Wade County after you, right?
My nuts in my stomach. You gotta know to be like, look, it's time for me to be the pit or the lion and take these guys out. That's the mentality I wanted to see from him. I didn't see it. And that's what made me mad about Wade. He was too comfortable with LeBron. He was too friendly with him. He was
LeBron take over the team, man.
Over here. Yeah, like come on, dog. You the guy. You the guy, dog. What made me mad is with KD and Steph. I like the KD and Steph better because Clay was like, bump that. KD gonna have to fight for that shot. Clay wasn't trying to coddle with nobody.
He just laid down.
Coddling with nobody. KD came in there already with the attitude like, look, man, I'm here to win. That's it. You know, LeBron to me still had some immaturity. He still was trying to play. D-Wade should have said right then and there, like, remember when he hit that shot, LeBron all in his face dancing and shaking and Wade like, dog, get out my face, dog. No, it's still playing. D-Wade should have been more forceful right there. He trying to pass the ball to LeBron at the end of the game. It's like, dude, Mavericks are a dangerous team. They did this all year. They would be down by 20. They come back and beat teams. You had to kill them right there. And
the man did not try to watch Dirk whatsoever. I couldn't believe it. He never tried to watch Dirk. And I said, this nigga ain't got it, man. He ain't got it, B. This boy ain't got it. In the words of Birdie off above the rim, the boy ain't got it, man. Boy ain't got it.
Right.
Dirk was killing them boys with the fadeaway with the high
knee in the air. Oh, man, the 1 foot fadeaway.
Yeah. Yeah. Dirk was a monster with that.
But then everybody sleep on my man Josh Howard. Y'all remember that boy?
Yeah, I do.
That boy was putting pressure on LeBron ass. LeBron couldn't do shit. Word, man. I gotta go back and watch
even B level players like Ron Harper said on that Last Chance documentary. When they put Craig Elo on Mike, he looked at the coach and was like, man, you know what I mean? F this shit. That's how LeBron should have been saying to Eric Spoelstra, I got Dirk. I got him. I'm sorry, Chris. I got him. I got to watch him.
Man, them dudes couldn't even figure out how to guard Jason Terry, man.
I know
they let JJ Barea. They let JJ Barea. Two guys come off the bench, kill them.
They let the PE teacher. He couldn't watch the PE teacher.
He said the PE teacher.
All them boys were coming off. You ain't lying. Barea was coming off, lighting his ass up, getting his little.
Yeah, Barea was killing him.
He was killing him.
Yeah, he sure was.
Killing him. Hey,
they didn't have anybody that could stay with Beret, and he kept penetrating. They couldn't keep him out the lane. So once he penetrated, he just opened everything up.
Right. AT, I was like the black guy on Rocky. I was like the black guy on Rocky. Throw in the goddamn towel.
Throw the damn towel.
Throw the damn towel. Oh, man. He was killing him.
I can't think of my main name. That's funny as hell.
LeBron was like this. I got him. Oop, no, I don't. Barea, layup.
And then a year later, that boy hammered KD in that game too. The Thunder was about to go up 2-0, man. They think we forgot, bro. They really do.
That's right. OKC came out and won that first game. That's right.
Yeah, and then they should have won game 2. And if y'all watched the game, man, y'all saw he hammered that boy, man. He hammered Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant was cooking that boy so good, boy. I could have had some LeBron with grits. I could have had some LeBron with grits in the morning. KD that boy so bad, dog. KD taking him to school. They had to put Shane Battier, D Wade tried to guard him. KD killed D Wade. He like, dude, you're too little.
Yeah, KD's a problem. He really
KD
is
a problem.
Man.
He's gonna be nasty for Brooklyn.
I think
Boy,
so too.
Kyrie, them boys.
Hey,
You know, my Knicks ain't shit, so I'm
they
a Brooklyn
listen to
nigga
you.
right now.
Hey, T, they listen to you. They listen to you about the black hole thing you said about James Harden. They not going after him no more.
Oh yeah.
Look, man.
Yeah, they stopped going after him. They signed Joe Harris back, and they're gonna keep who they got, which they should. You got a good team. Kyrie,
The young boy, what's the young boy, Karis LeVert? Did they
Karis
keep him?
LeVert.
yeah, they keeping all of them.
Yeah, he all right, man.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. You know what I'm saying? See, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, people always, they gonna get into it with Kyrie and how many shots he take, man. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie gonna have to figure some things out, man, because KD is the better player. You need to concede to KD, dad. Don't be hogging the ball. You know what I'm saying?
But he didn't been down this road before because he did it with LeBron. He'd been down this road before.
Yeah. Any of y'all?
Well, I mean, this is the first time he got somebody he can actually trust at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's disrespecting him.
Well,
but I agree. But he hasn't been in this position like that because when he was in, when he was in Cleveland, he had to do what he had to do. And then the thing in Boston was, you know what I'm saying? Young Tatum, young Jaylen Brown, bro. He not gonna settle for them, bro. He gonna take over and do what he got to do. Keep it real.
Yeah, man.
But it's about being a team. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to always defer to them dudes, but if they talking to you and they like, yo, man, like, what's up? Don't ignore them.
Yeah.
Any of y'all been to New York, or anybody on this panel live in New York right now?
No, I've been to New York.
All right, have you been up there since
my pops from New York? I stayed there for a minute. What's up?
All right, so the new Brooklyn, though, these last 2 years, like, I don't know if y'all talk to anybody. Kyrie's gonna fit right in at home, and I ain't even talk about the flat earth stuff. I ain't into all that, like making fun of the man for that.
Well, you talk about because like Fort Greene hella gentrified and shit.
Yeah, like just the whole like painter atmosphere or whatnot. Like, so I got a feeling this is the last stop for Kyrie because he's like really settled in. And what I'm basically saying,
well, Kyrie from New Jersey, right?
Yeah, northern New Jersey. Yep. But he might get caught up into that whole like artsy, that part of Brooklyn and whatnot, man. He might concede to KD. This is what I'm saying. Like, he might be in a different stage of life because he keeps talking about life is bigger than basketball.
He better, or KD gonna have him gone. He better. Yeah. Like, because Kyrie, this is the last shot.
They're gonna make it work. They're gonna make it work.
I agree, HD. This is it, man.
Last shot. Like, if it don't work with KD, nobody gonna touch it. That's just right.
Yeah, you're gonna be a raw ass Kyrie Irving playing, and you gonna be playing in Sacramento or someplace. You know what I'm saying? You just
he ain't gonna play Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox gonna hit him in his mouth.
Nah, De'Aaron Fox gonna be gone. I don't know, maybe Halliburton, but he gonna end up in Utah. You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere out the way and shit.
Oh no, Donovan Mitchell, that's 2 black holes, boy. That is not gonna work.
But he got that, like, Kyrie got that vibe. He got that vibe like Barry Sanders to me. Like, I could just see him saying, "That's it, man. I'm out." Period.
I
remember Barry Sanders just said, "I'm out."
I'm from the D, dang. Everybody cried that day. Please believe
Dude, I cried that day. I ain't from the D.
I'm from Buffalo.
Barry was that dude, boy.
And Barry was the best running back that I seen in my time.
Yeah,
I didn't see Sweetness. Yes. I was still coming up when Sweetness was doing him. I wasn't watching it, but that boy Barry.
Yeah, Sweetness was nice, but Barry was that boy Barry on another playing field, dog.
Barry was techno, man. He was the real techno ball.
Yeah. Man, dude used to break dudes' ankles on the field, dad. You know what I'm saying? He basically ended Rod Wilson's career, dad.
When he shook him on the turf.
Hey, Barry Sanders stopped, dad. Rod Wilson kept going. It was bad, dad. It was bad.
The Cowboys dirty. He had looking like this.
He did everybody dirty.
The Redskins did that to the Cowboys today.
Oh man, the Redskins! But I knew they was gonna win, dog.
I can't believe that.
It hurt my heart, man.
I like the Vikings won. Fall back on that.
Cowboys is some bums, man.
Yeah. That's my squad, T. But you know
Me
what?
too, dog. I fucks with them
It's
too,
bad, man. It's bad.
Yeah, dog, but it's the
bro.
truth, dog.
It's
They
real bad.
glorified losers, dog.
Yes,
like
they are.
Dallas, we are the most delusional fans in the world, dog. It's like, dude, I kept telling everybody back when Jimmy Johnson left. I don't know what happened. Like everything just stopped. I swear it was the
They
Matrix.
should have never let Jimmy leave.
I said,
we
trash.
We wasted 9 years with Romo, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people like Romo.
Talk about
Romo was whack, man.
Who?
Romo was trash, dog.
Yeah, Romo. Yeah, who? Romo.
Romo had some good years in him, dog.
Until like December, right after Christmas.
Y'all Dallas fans, don't act like y'all wasn't rocking with Romo, Dad.
No, I wasn't.
I never liked Romo.
In the words of Stephen A.
I never liked Romo. Romo was so trash. How you bobble a football? How you bobble the field goal? You've been doing this the whole season.
And he be talking like he all that. I don't know. Y'all ever hear him announce on CBS?
Yeah, he's a good commentator, though.
He's good.
Hey, I gotta agree with T. But back in the day, niggas was pumping up Romo like he was Marino.
I'm saying that. I'm listening.
Cowboy fans was acting like Tony Romo was Dan Marino, bro. They was acting like I swear to God.
Hey, Frank, like I hear him talking now, but 09, they was screaming. They were screaming Romo.
Romo was popping when he did.
Romo was the greatest thing since the washing
I knew
machine.
Romo was weak from the start.
I knew that Romo was trash, bro, because Bill Parcells. See, I'm a football savant. I'm not a blind witness. I watched Bill Parcells was not sold on him. Bill Parcells it's just you could look at Parcells on the sideline. It was like, damn, I wish Drew still was healthy.
But Bill never had that excitement look, though. He always had that dull look like a Belichick look. You know what I mean?
No, bro. I seen Parcells like this motherfucker was shaking his head.
Romo was rocking, man. Them boys was doing good.
I
don't know how long do you think they should have went with him, Neil? That's my question. If you think that way, I disagree. But don't you think they overdid it? 9, 10 years?
Yeah.
They did overdo it. Once he after 4 years.
Listen, man. Once they figured out he only came in because what's his face got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Bledsoe got hurt. Bledsoe was fine, and he got hurt.
Then when he came in,
Bledsoe got hurt. Brady came in, and then they ended up just rolling with Brady.
I
remember that shit too well because that was when the Patriots and the Raiders were battling.
But they cleaned house. They got rid of Terry Glenn. They got rid of Terrell Owens. I'm like, okay, and then Romo. I'm waiting for the ticker.
Like good to cleaning the house.
Cleaning the whole house. Cleaning, my nigga. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. They didn't do it.
I ain't even went to work. I could go in on Romo, dad, like crazy. Like that's what to me, like single-handedly lost playoff games for y'all, like single-handedly.
He did. He fucked up a lot.
The game against the Giants with Eli. Eli sucked that game. Romo kept giving them the ball. Terrell Owens, I thought he was going to go knock his ass out. I was like, knock him out, T.O., so we can put somebody else in.
That's my goal.
They had nobody to put in, though. John Kitna, nobody was really going,
John Kitna. I had to put him in real quick. He was.
I didn't understand.
I think we had Quincy Carter for a little while. I remember that.
Quincy Carter, yeah.
He was snorting the dust.
Man.
Quincy got
Quincy was on that dust.
Quincy was good. He just kept getting hot. And then Parcells
on that dust.
Quarterback.
He was on that dust.
Parcells don't like black quarterbacks at all.
Did we hate him? Martin too? I think we had T. Martin for a little while from Tennessee.
Man, he black quarter. Dude, Jerry and Parcells hated black quarterbacks. Look what they did to Dak. They hated Dak. They like, oh, he light skinned, but nah, he's still black.
Yeah, he's still a nigga.
He not my home. He still got some red to him. I need a white.
Now, see, messing around with them, man, Dak can put his whole career in jeopardy now. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for him, Dad.
I don't know, man. That culture needs to change, man. Straight up. It's bad.
I'm just saying, like, he didn't get no deal from him. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't really...
Dak is gone this year. Dak is gonna sign with somebody's gonna come in who just needs a quarterback. Dak gonna go there and ball out. Every person who lead the Cowboys ball out. Look at what Garrett doing. He done turned the Giants around real quick. They gonna get hot and pull an Eli and beat everybody. Then look at what the other guys did. Everson Griffin just left. He balling. So, dog, every person who lead the Cowboys is fine. It's the Cowboys. They the problem.
Well, hey, fellas, man, I'm about to roll out, man. Thank you for letting me be a part of this little, you know what I mean, this whole stream live, HD, man. Blessings to all y'all. I'm out.
Yeah, man. Salute.
Yeah, for sure.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You too, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, they the cat dog. Everybody who leave, that gonna sign with somebody. They gonna come in. They gonna game. He gonna do better somewhere else. I'm telling you, it's the Cowboys and Jerry. Jerry Jones is the coach, the owner, the GM, the play caller. He calling the play too. I know he is.
Yeah, him and his little punk ass son.
He just gonna let the boys take over. That's his baby. He gonna ride it out till he die.
Yeah,
that's just like my Bills, though, right?
That's your man's dad. He the one who kept Romo there all them years.
Yeah,
Garrett.
He want to be a fake ass Al Davis.
He is fake Al Davis.
That's what he want to do.
Al Davis. He's not him. Al Davis. He knew what to do. They just hated Al Davis because he beat the league. He beat him in court. That's why they was mad, and they hated on him ever since. They screwed him in that New England because they should have beat New England.
That Tuck rule bullshit. I would imagine.
They would have had another title. They hated on the Raiders. I was like, why y'all? They hate the Raiders because the Raiders real. Those goons over there, they don't like that. They like, we got to have a white Tom Brady and the Patriots go America 9/11 and all that crap. Man, pissed off. They pissed me off, dog. I'm like, man, dog, the Raiders are supposed to go there. The Raiders are supposed to go in there and put their foot up their butt, dog. And it would have been over. It would have been a done data all over.
Yeah, I can't argue with that, man. Can't argue with that. Plus, that Raider team, they had my dog Chuck Woodson on there. That Raider team.
Yeah, we had Charlie Gardner at running back, Rich Gannon at quarterback.
Yeah,
we had Jerry Rice, Tim Brown,
Napoleon Kaufman.
Kaufman,
yeah, that was my guy.
Young Charles Woodson.
Yep, Charles Woodson, Deuce one from Michigan, baby. That boy was fire. Played both sides of the ball. They could not stop that boy. I was so happy.
We even had a badass Bill Romanowski.
Oh yeah,
you did, Dad.
Spit it in people's face. That's my dog. He said, "F you." He spit in JJ Stokes' face.
Hey, Frank, they just be crossing sides on the bay out there. Bill Romanowski played for San Fran all them years.
Yeah, everybody rolls over. They finally, you know what I'm saying, they get enough of that West Bay. They come over to the East Bay with a beast.
Yeah.
Did he play Denver? He played with Denver, didn't he?
Yeah, he played with the Broncos.
His career in Denver.
Yeah. He won those 2 rings. And because that's when he spit in JJ Stokes' face, and Shannon Sharp said he went to go talk to him about that.
Shannon better go sit down somewhere, Dad.
That's what I'm saying, man. Shannon be acting like Shannon was great, man. But I told this one dude tried to tell me Shannon was better than Terrell. I think it was Christian. Christian Edwards said that crap. We all finna fight him. Like, better than no damn Sterling. The hell wrong with you? Sterling was a monster.
That's another one, dog. If he didn't have the energy, if he didn't have the injuries, dog. Yeah, Sterling was a monster, dog. He was a monster.
Man, he was a
Yeah, he
beast.
should be in the Hall of Fame, no doubt.
Yeah, Deion Sanders said that's the only guy he couldn't cover or lock up was Sterling Sharp. He said he was quick and fast, and if you gave him space, he was just gonna catch it and just run you over.
Yeah, that's what the thing, man. He was a load, dog. He was about as big as Shannon Sharp. You know what I'm saying? At the receiver spot.
Yeah, and he was faster and quicker. Shannon wasn't that fast and quick. Shannon was just he was quick for he was just big and he could run routes good because he couldn't outrun nobody and stuff because he wasn't that fast.
Nah, but he run up the seam though on you.
Oh yeah. Shannon was nasty.
Yeah.
That he invented that for the tight ends to run up that seam and catch it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a done deal. They couldn't stop him on that. He used to kill Chiefs with that all the time. The Chiefs just never adjusted. He just kept going down the seam on them.
Man, Chiefs had some good teams in the 90s too, Dad.
Yeah.
I was disappointed in.
Yep. Marty Schottenheimer, aka play not to lose, coach. That's all he did. He played not to lose, dog. Every time, dog, I'd be like, dog, all you got to do is just go for it, Marty. It's okay. It's okay. Go for it. Nope, we're going to punt in this situation. We're going to do it the right way. Like, God, lost. Yep. That's why Neil Smith left from over there. Neil Smith went to the Broncos and won 2 rings because that's all the Broncos needed was a pass rusher, and they got Neil Smith because it was him on one side and then they had Derek Thomas on the other, and they was just killing
Derek
him.
Thomas was a dog.
That was Lawrence Taylor reincarnated. That's the closest thing I've seen to Lawrence Taylor. That's the closest one. I haven't seen nobody else.
He died, didn't he?
Yeah, he died. I think he died in an accident or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that boy that was bad with it, man. That was crazy, man. So who y'all got winning it all, man, this year?
Oh, it's hard to tell, man. Like
not
the
Pittsburgh,
football don't even seem real, man. Like ain't nobody in the stands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
dog, no all pressure. Sports is real, bro. It's fake fans, fake noise, fake cheerleaders, fake everything.
It is fake. It just don't seem real, dog. Like it's okay, but it's like at the same time, it's like nah, because you gotta have the fans, dog. That it's not good without
pressure.
Fans,
that's what makes the pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
Fans just create. Fans can create that component, that atmosphere to where you know what I'm saying. They cheer and they just bring you back.
Right.
You go down, you know what I'm saying? Somebody come down the lane, just dunk on somebody hella hard, the crowd go crazy. Now you feed off that energy.
That's momentum. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You at the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? I done been in an arena, dog, where they done made a dude miss at the free throw line acting stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, yeah, that's just real.
That's part of the game. That's part of the game, man.
Yeah, it is, and that's what I think is going to ruin it. Is that, man? I think we're just gonna live with COVID, man, and they're gonna bring the fans back because it's just not the same. You gotta have the fans in there, man, because it's just because I just don't believe the Lakers would have did anything this year with the fans in the stands. I just don't think they would have. I think they would have caved under the pressure.
And the traveling would have got to them. You know what I'm saying? The traveling and.
Absolutely, Dad.
You know, playing the game and traveling, you know what I'm saying? It wears you down. So, you know what I'm saying? You could be the better team all you want, but if you've been on the road, you know what I'm saying, and you tired and you know what I'm saying, you just not in your right momentum, that, you know, a bad team can beat a good team on a certain night.
Yes, sir. It happens all the time. You know, it's like, even for Clippers, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody like going and playing in Denver. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much a dub every night for them dudes out in Denver. You know what I'm saying? Because they play in the high altitude. Yeah. So ain't nobody had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And they got rid of Trez, man. They looking to get rid of everybody else, man. Clippers trying to come back with a
You
whole.
think they're gonna trade get somebody for Lou Williams?
Man, I would have traded Lou Williams yesterday, bro. I'd have traded him. I'd have got rid of all them guys. They pissed me off, man.
I would have traded him to Dallas for Trey Burke.
Yeah, Trey Burke would fit nicely there. Cause I like that Luke Kennard pickup and I like the Surge pickup.
Yeah, Serge pickup was pretty good for him, especially since they lost Trez. You know what I'm saying?
And Serge already played with Kawhi in Toronto.
Toronto, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they still need a point. They still need a point guard though.
I know they need a point guard bad, man. I don't know who can they get now. Cause everybody's dang near gone. Rondo out. He in Atlanta.
Who did Conley? Where's Conley?
Yeah, Conley still. I think Conley gonna stay with Utah.
Stay with Utah.
I think he's gonna.
I hope whatever they do. I hope they do not trade for Terry Rozier.
Oh, I hope not either, dog. That'll be terrible. That'll be terrible, dog.
That's your cancer right there.
That's your cancer, dog. Terry Rozier, because last year in Charlotte, man, when they took him out, they did better. Graham actually could do something.
Yeah, Devontae. Yeah, Graham. He was killing.
Nice with it, dog. Yeah, man, that boy gonna be nice. I hope Jordan keep him. He can run that point perfect.
You know, if Rozier don't get the ball, he's definitely not a happy camper, Dad. You know what I'm saying?
No, he a big crybaby.
I can't believe back in the day, man, niggas when Kyrie was out, they was like, man, Terry Rozier stepped up for Boston. They might keep Rozier over Kyrie. They might keep Rozier over Kyrie.
No, they was smoking on that Cron, boy. That good Cali.
Yeah, just like when Steph went out and they had Quinn Cook in there, and all Quinn Cook did was bring up the ball and give it to KD, and KD just won the game. Man, you see Quinn Cook, they might trade Steph, and they might just keep Quinn Cook.
Stop it, no. No, you don't trade no Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a generational talent, and Quinn Cook is a guy off the street. You can find them every day.
Man,
that dude, no. That I would have went to Pete Myers and I'd have slapped him and his
Yeah, I was just saying that's what the management wasn't talking about that. That was just niggas talk about that in the barbershop and on the street like, he stepped up for Steph, man. They should trade Steph and keep Quinn Cook.
Like, that's not even. Whoever said that should be slapped. That's not even a respectable barbershop talk, man.
We would have pushed you out the door. Like, nah, you got to go get your hair cut somewhere else.
Yeah, we would have pushed your line all the way back.
He ain't coming back to this moment. We fucking
hell no.
Like, yeah, bro, you a basketball fan? You want that LeBron? Here you go.
You know what else pissed me off? When somebody be like, man, Pippen saved Michael's career. I'm like, from what?
Man,
from what? Who did Pippen save, man? Pippen was begging him to come back. He was throwing chairs on the court, pointing to.
I'll tell you who Pippen saved. Pippen is Captain Save-A-Ho.
Yeah, he saved Larson. Yeah,
he saved her.
And future put her on the back burner. Literally.
If anything he need to do, that nigga need to get his last name back. So if she want to go out and be in the tabloids, at least get your last name back so that you ain't gotta have Pippen all up in there.
Not too much of a dog. He a ussy dog. He ain't gonna do that. He's sitting back like, man, well, she doing wrong with my last name. That's all he gonna do. Say that every day. He ain't gonna do nothing.
I just go out and like, man, please don't call this bitch Larsa Pippen, Dad. Right. Please.
Right. That make you look bad. Real bad. Man. Like you condoning it. I'm condoning this.
I'd be like Lawrence Fishburne and What's Love Got to Do? Oh no, Judge, she can't do that now. They got my daddy name on it, got my daddy blood, I got my daddy name on it. I need my name back.
Right. Need my name
back. Right. Ike Turner's about business, man. You got to slap some broads sometimes, man. You got to get business rolling. You know what I'm saying? They hated on Ike. Ike used to get the job done. He used to get them hits coming out the factory, man.
Hey, low key, you got to give Ike his credit though. He was an early pioneer rock and roll, right up there with Little Richard in him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What up, Terrell?
HD.
My boy,
Frank the Ruler.
Yeah, finally
What
made
up?
it. I was like, when
Yeah.
Terrell gonna come up in here and give us some of that? Terrell, did you sit back like I'm gonna let y'all take the show? I'm just gonna talk trash.
Yeah.
Shoot. So what you think, man? You got Bill Russell with a higher IQ, or you think Mike got a higher IQ?
I say both got an IQ.
Oh, okay, cool.
I say both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they both have it in their own way. Like I was saying, I said Bill had it more because he came into the league, wanting to be an assist guy and just point to the defensive end while everybody go off. When Mike came in, Mike just said, "I'm gonna kill everybody and I'll save everybody later." Just throw them on the
Yeah.
So, both different mindsets. They both, but I just felt Bill Russell, he did from what the old heads used to say, like Jerry West, Oscar, and Wilt, like he used to make his guys better. He used to make them individually better, and he used to work with them guys individually to help them get to the next level. Whereas Mike had to learn to do that from his plays against the Bucks, the Pistons, Cavs, and all them teams really made Michael who he was.
And both made the team better too. They played one franchise. They ain't get no big superstar they turned to. Superstar Hall of Famers. And Mike played slow white boys. Got 6 rings. He was that good too.
Yeah. Mike was a fool with it, man. Mike was a fool. It make you miss all them guys now after watching this NBA. This NBA make you just be like, damn, you just go and throw up your lunch after watching this NBA. It's so terrible.
Hey, since y'all brought up Mike, let me ask y'all a serious question. Mike versus Bird.
I got Bird.
Bird.
The reason I got Bird is because Bird would have been able to on the defensive end. Mike would have been doing what he did, but Bird would have pushed Mike a little bit out of his comfort zone, and he would have been giving him little cheap shot elbows like he used to give Dr. J. And he'll be doing some things to mentally get Mike upset and wired, because Mike will be trying to go even harder, and he'll tire himself out while Bird be on the other end just wet.
Yeah,
wet.
that's what I was gonna say. I agree with you, because the one thing
Repeat.
Mike couldn't do, as great of a defender Mike was, he just couldn't guard Bird. He was too big. He put his back to him and turn around and post him up, hit the jump shot. Or if he went on the perimeter, Bird was just too great of a shooter. I know we talk about Curry and Klay Thompson and stuff, but Bird was a great shooter. Great shooter. His percentage was off the fucking chain.
To me, it's like, okay, Mike would have a chance, but you can't let Bird touch the ball. You know what I'm saying? You let Bird touch the ball, you're done. Right. You can forget about it.
Yeah, and you gotta remember, Bird was long. He was long, like a 6'9" guy.
Bird was a legit 6'9".
Yeah, and his wingspan was like 7'4", 7'5". So he would be.
And he shot the ball like most cats, they shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Hand to the side, one hand in front. Bird shot over the head, kind of like the Iceman, George Gervin, a little bit.
Yeah, he shot from behind his head, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So that's an extra. As a defender, you know what I'm saying? That's an extra 4 inches. You got to raise your arm.
Yeah, because you got to think, like Larry Bird, he didn't use arc. He barely jumped on his jump shots.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying? That was all arm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he barely got off the ground. But he had different ways of shooting. Like every shot wasn't the same. Like he would turn around and hit that little high, like a high little fadeaway. But if he was taking like a long 3, like if he wanted to bank it off the backboard, he kind of had like a different little set shot. But I mean, the motherfucker could shoot.
Yeah. I just think, man, Bird was just, and then you gotta think about it. Bird was the one who was the first one to say, if you reach, I teach. And he used to get in everybody's head. Like, he mentally took guys out the game before he even start. So you got to look at that too. And Bird, dog, he gave Michael a lot of fits, dog. Mike, because think about it, Mike had a tough time guarding the guards that were real lanky, like a Penny or a Magic, you know, guys like that. He had a tough time guarding because they had a lot of length on him and they could do things to him, you know. And that used to that's why he had to get Pippen better, because Pippen had the arms and length to guard those guys.
Right.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, but Mike was a strong on-ball defender. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But,
right, yeah, Mike was a strong all-ball defender, but as strong as Mike was, Larry was just too big. It's like you can get on ball, but Larry gonna put his fucking back to you. It's just like it was just nothing Mike could do.
Nothing you could do about it, Dad. Nothing. He just too long for him. You know what I'm saying? Too long for him.
It would have been.
That's why I say like Mike might have it because he can run circles all around Larry Bird all day.
Yeah.
If you let Larry touch that ball, you're done. He's gonna have to score all his points in a row. if Mike gonna win.
I'm telling you, Mike gonna miss one shot. Bird get it. It's over. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Mike gonna miss that one shot. Bird like, oh, okay. All right.
Key. Work.
All right. Stop reaching. Hey, but I agree with you on that though, T. When you said when you talked about if Michael and Kobe was on the team versus like LeBron and the King, you said they'll be arguing over the ball at first, and then at the end, they're gonna be like, hey, we down 9-1. All right, go. All right, got you. Here. Kobe. It's gonna be like LeBron and the King gonna be like, what just happened?
I took it personal.
After the game, they're gonna be like this. We going 1-on-1. I'm better than y'all. Let's go. And then it's over. They just gonna
you know I should have took that last shot, right? Right. Nah, you was cold, Dad. Yeah, I can do it all day, Dad. They beat up until the final moment and they're about to lose, Dad. Right. Then they pull it all together, Dad. Right.
Because I went to work and I thought about it. I said, man, T right though, it would go like that. Because they'll be losing like 8 or 9-1. LeBron, you know LeBron to be front running and bragging, game point. Them boys' eyes are turned red. Oh, it's over.
Like, nah, we not about to lose to this guy, Dad.
Right. Man, Kobe and Jordan go straight shots. Jordan like this. Man, Kobe, hurry, shoot. You should have shot it better. You should have passed me the ball better. Shoot, I had to whine like this to get it. Man, throw me the alley-oop better. You do that. Like LeBron talking like they both look at LeBron. Shut up, punk. Right. Yeah, let's go. Set the pick. They'll be fouling LeBron. He go up. LeBron talking about foul. They be like, what foul? All right, here the ball. Thank you. Let's go.
Like LeBron, you gonna have to shoot for that one, dog. Come on, dog.
LeBron be flopping.
This is a man's game, dad. This is a man game.
LeBron be flopping and all.
Right.
LeBron be all flopping and shit.
Right. He'll be flopping on the floor. He'll be looking at Akeem like, Akeem, that was a foul, right? Akeem like, you should have passed me the ball.
You are just a bitch ass nigga.
Hey, I'm going over here.
Little bro, next time give it to me. I'll show you how to put it in basket.
Yeah. Oh, so many ways. You got turnaround, fade away.
What's up, David?
Turn around, fade away. And then what you do with this move? Guess what?
What's good?
That's option A. You have option B. You turn and spin. What up, Jamon?
What's up?
I learned this in the 9th grade.
What up?
What's up, man? So what you think? I say Bill Russell has a higher IQ than Michael. What you think?
I say both.
Okay. I feel you.
But who has the higher though? That's the question. Who has the highest?
That's
They
what
both. I think we both all agree that he's got a high IQ. But who has the highest?
Like of all the players or them two, who has the highest?
Between them two. That's the question, right?
Yeah, I said Bill Russell had the highest IQ out of both of them. That was me. That's how I feel because Bill Russell took himself out Bill Russell thought ahead. Like the way if you listen to him in his interview, like I think it was with Bill Simmons, and Bill Simmons was asking him, yo, well, why weren't you on putting up all these points like Wilt and everything? And Bill was like, I mean, I could have, but what's the point? Like the points to win the championship, right? So if I could give it to Bob Cousy, who could shoot the ball better than I can, why would I shoot it? Or if Sam Jones could shoot the three better than I can, especially in the clutch, Sam Jones was probably the clutchest guy we had. I'm gonna get him the ball. So it's like that's why I said he got the highest IQ, but as far as like scoring and all that, we know Mike got that. That was Mike forte. Mike would drop 30 in his sleep, just walking to the court. He got 30 already. We already know that. We just got to know if we can stop him in the fourth quarter from getting to 50. So that's how I look at it, because Bill Russell was like, I use my teammates more because he knew that if he used the team, they could win more. And then not only that,
but Bill Russell had some cold teammates though, nigga. Sam Jones, Havlicek, Bob Cousy.
Yeah, he did.
J.C. Jones.
But when he didn't play, they were okay. They weren't the greatest. They weren't because if you go back and look, because I had to go back and look at it. When Bill Russell didn't play, they lost. And they had all that talent. They lost. And that was mind-boggling. They weren't playing at the same high level they were when they had them. So it was like, wow, like the things he did, like he was the elephant in the room. If he wasn't there, they would have a tough time because Wilt could beat them without Russell on the team, because all he gonna do is just body him. You ain't gonna stop no Wilt, no Bill there, or Oscar, or Jerry West, because Jerry West, remember, he was putting up damn near triple doubles in losses.
Yeah. I mean, like I said earlier, though, I think it comes down to the leadership. You know what I'm saying? The leadership, man. Like it was so much more pressure on them dudes, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you got to think like back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, brothers was just still fresh into the game in the '60s. You know what I'm saying? Like the NBA was not about having a whole bunch of black dudes, you know what I'm saying, in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not
we
yet.
were still on probation at the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even though we've been the best thing cracking, you know what I'm saying? But they just the racism of the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? White folks paying their money to go see like I remember seeing an article from the New York Times, and this is the New York Times, you know what I'm saying? And when the New York Knicks had went to a mostly black team, they started calling them the Knickerbockers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was in the 70s, late 60s, you know what I'm saying? So,
when you think that movie they made, Glory Road, like that was, Glory Road, the movie they made was like, what, 62, 63, 64, 65. And they was like, the wife was like, oh, that man, Don Haskins is cheating using all those big old niggers and shit.
You're right.
And that was college, Dad. That wasn't even the pros. That was still college.
Back then, if you had more than one or two black dudes on the team, you know what I'm saying? They looked at you sideways. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You were called the nigger lover. That's what they called you.
Right. Absolutely. And so you got to think Bill Russell was in racist ass Boston too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was better than all them white boys they had on the team.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he had to lead them boys, man, and they had to follow. You know what I'm saying? And they did follow. And they
Hall of Famers too.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because to me, you gotta think about it. Like I'm saying, like if you put Bill Russell in any era, Bill Russell will make a team better because he's going to see what he needs to do, how he needs to play with this guy, and then he'll go from there. He knew how to judge talent.
Most definitely.
So you got to think about it at that. Mike, as far as his later years, he started getting better with it, with bringing his team in and figuring out, I got to get Pippen on board. I got to get Ho Grant, aka the snitch, on board. And I got to get Bill Cartwright.
Shit, but nigga, 84, 85 Jordan playing with a bunch of cokeheads.
That is true.
The traveling cocaine circus.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He snitched on them dudes too. Didn't nobody have to know that. Michael snitching ass.
Scott Barrero.
Right. Oh yeah, Scott Burrell. Yeah, he turned them into a little.
Dennis Rodman Jr. Kind of like, come on, man.
Scott Burrell, Paxson.
Hey, but the one thing Michael knew though, he knew Dennis Rodman was valuable. That boy went to go get Dennis Rodman quick.
Dennis Rodman has spent the first half of his career whooping Jordan ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, these kids don't understand. Like, they be like, well, because I got Rodman in my top 5. They be dissing Rodman like he was some chump out there. Like, he just want guard in all 5 positions. Like, he won.
Dan Rodman, I like Dennis Rodman too.
Yeah, he can shoot too when he wanted.
And we briefly talked on this. Like, Rodman, he can shoot. He has an offensive game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When he was in Oklahoma, he was averaging like 25, 30 points a game.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for letting these young bucks know that, because they telling me what he was averaging. I said, dog, Rodman stopped shooting because you had a softy and Robinson and them wanting to shoot the ball. So he said, bump it. And then he went to Chicago. He was like, F it, I'll just focus on defense. And look what he did. He shut the whole Sonics team down. Shut them down.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Niggas don't remember Dennis Rodman in San Antonio. I do. And that nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's why David Robinson won that goddamn MVP, because Dennis Rodman cleared the lane for him. You know what I'm saying, bro? Dennis Rodman cleared out so much shit for him. It was easy for him to dominate, because anytime he missed, Dennis would just get the rebound, give it right back to him.
So it happened that game. He scored 71. That was happening all night. You know what I'm saying? He was getting what's his face was giving him the putbacks, the easy putbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He scored 71 on the last night, dog, to win the scoring title that year. You know what I'm saying? And he did it so cheaply.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It was so cheap.
Yeah, and then made me mad. He gonna diss Akeem like that. I was so glad Akeem busted him so bad.
In the same playoffs, Akeem went in there and went to work on him. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you work? Ron Artest, man, like a guy who, watching. Do y'all feel that if Ron Artest didn't have all his incidents, he would have been probably the greatest or one of the greatest defenders we've ever seen?
I'm going to say no, only because he played in the same era as basically Ben Wallace. And I think Ben Wallace was a better defender than Ron Artest.
Okay. So you say Ben Wallace was better?
I think on the ball, help side defense. Ben Wallace was incredible in his prime.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? He was incredible. I mean, dude, that's another dude. You know what I'm saying? He was listed at 6'9", but he wasn't no more than 6'6". You know what I'm saying?
He was.
He was 6'7".
In my Orlando match,
maybe. I've seen them. I've seen him and Rip Hamilton stand next to each other plenty of times, and he's not barely taller than. He's not even taller than LeBron. I saw LeBron standing right next to Ben. Ben is not taller than LeBron.
Damn it, T. Damn it,
huh?
Y'all took him from us.
Who? Oh, Ben Wallace.
Yeah, Ben Wallace. I remember Ben. Ben was locking cats down in Orlando. They got rid of Ben. I was so hot I wouldn't throw my magic hat, but I'm too loyal. I'm a loyal.
Listen, man. We didn't know what we was getting down because it was like nobody had ever heard of Ben Wallace.
Man, I watched Ben Wallace. If we would have kept Ben Wallace and just added some pieces, we would have been fine. But Orlando,
Ben was undrafted.
Was he drafted?
He was undrafted.
He was drafted.
Yeah, he was undrafted. He started off his career in Washington.
He went to didn't Ben Wallace went to a Division II school? I think he went to Virginia Union.
Virginia Union.
T. Wright. He was undrafted. He went to Washington, and then he came to us, and then we gave him to them, and that's how Detroit
for Grant Hill. That's how y'all got Grant Hill. That was the whole thing about it. It was like Joe Dumars traded him because he was just trying to get something for Grant Hill because Grant Hill was already going. He was gone. You know what I'm saying? He was gone. It was nothing like he just decided to move on. And so he traded him at the last minute to try and get a little bit of value for him. And we ended up, I think we got, what's his name? We got Ben. I think we got Chucky Atkins.
Yep.
And
Chucky was tough. I like Chucky.
Yeah, Chucky was a little tough dude, man. Chucky was a little tough dude.
Y'all had Lindsey Hunter too, right?
Yep. We had Lindsey Hunter.
Yeah, Chucky was tough. That's why Chucky and Kobe Bryant were like best friends.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I didn't know that.
Chucky Bryant. Yeah, that was one of Kobe didn't have a lot of friends. That was actually one of his friends. Was Chucky Bryant.
Oh, no wonder they didn't know that Kobe so well in the damn finals. Damn cheating mother suckers. kept my dog from catching Jordan. I wanted him to beat Jordan so bad so I could talk trash to the Jordan fans. I was this close. I was like, I'm this close. And Boston messed it up. The Pistons, I like, damn it.
Yeah, man. Those are the good old days, man. Like, and really, it was that Pistons team that like that. Passing the ball, sharing the ball, and all of that. That's like what basketball was about. I swear, like they had to put the kibosh on that. You know what I'm saying? Because the NBA wants to promote its stars. You know what I'm saying? And that just wasn't. Detroit was being successful without having a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
And they play good defense too. That's what they want on the final. Because their defense.
Yep. And they were balanced, you know what I'm saying? They could hit you from any kind of way. They just had the classic team that the NBA hates. They had a bunch of big men. We dominated the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but your Pistons look good now, T. Y'all getting some good pieces over there. I like what y'all doing.
Man, we'll see, man. I think it's better, you know what I'm saying, that they doing something than just sitting back and doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer that. You know what I'm saying? Then because they sat for too many years just having Reggie Jackson and what's his face there. They ain't made no real moves in a minute.
Oh man, Reggie Jackson was so trash. I remember him in OKC. They was trying to say, "Oh, he'll take Russell position." I'm like, "What crack you smoking?" Nah,
that good Oakland, that good OKC right. They got them boaters in OKC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Reggie
Jackson be looking like Bernie Mac and above the rim, flip playing for the boom.
Flip.
Right. That's why they lost to Memphis because he was putting up like 6 points.
I wonder where he's going to land now because he's not going back to the Clippers, I'm sure.
All right, so
no, he ain't going back to the Clippers. You seen that shit in the playoffs where Kawhi was like, I didn't give up the ball to this nigga for that shit.
Right. I saw that too. I told you, Reggie, when they picked Reggie Jackson up, I knew it was over. I said, "Oh, they done."
Look, from the first game, man, I remember getting on Cino live stream like that. Y'all
Morris going to the Lakers, but man, they shouldn't have got rid of no Mo Harkless. Come on.
No, not
that
Mo.
nigga.
Even that's a good move. Him going down to Miami, dad. That's a good move. Him going down to Miami.
I love him going to Miami. They lost Derrick Jones, and then Iggy is getting older. So Iggy is going to provide more veteran leadership. You know what I'm saying? From the court. He'll come in during the regular season and get some minutes, but Mo Harkless is going to pick up the slack that they're going to lose from Iggy Agent and from Derrick Jones. He's going to pick all that up, and Jay Crowder, and he's going to take care of Jay Crowder. And this nigga can actually shoot. Jay Crowder's goddamn problem in the finals was he's a great defensive player. You need him in there defensively, but he just become too complacent shooting all these goddamn threes. He just shoots
know,
threes.
dog.
He needs to take a pump fake and drive, or he needs to pump fake and take a one dribble and go off the backboard and hit a bank shot, or just a runner. But get some more points on the board than just putting up
Bro,
all
that
these
dude was
goddamn
point
threes.
shaving, man. I don't
And
know.
that's why Mo Harkless is such a great signing, because they gonna get all the points he missed. Mo Harkless is gonna make that up. My bad, T, not to cut you off.
No, but you're absolutely right, and it's like I've never seen Jay Crowder play so bad, so terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, just he didn't have no spot in the finals whatsoever, Dag, and like he can go. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's how you act when the lights is bright, you can go, Dag. So you're right, Dag. Mo Harkless, I think, can step in there and he can definitely fill the void for and give Bam some help down low too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was a good pickup for him.
Man, they should have had Olenek, man, play more minutes. No, Olenek was straight. I don't know what happened with that situation.
Yeah.
Olenek should have played a little more because he was stretching the floor. And then when you got Bam back, that could have been a 1-2 punch. You could have had him in the post like Mahorn or Buddha, and you could have had your boy Olenek like Lambeer up top, getting that three. So that would have stretched him out more because you would have brought Dwight Howard out the paint. And then you would have had an open lane there. And I don't know what Spo and them was doing on that part there. That's what made me mad, because Spo was on something else. I don't know if he was drunk or he had a sip of some Henny, but he need to leave that alone. Yeah, he messed up.
Some coaches don't know how to make adjustments like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could say that going all the way back to the Miami series they lost in the finals to Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They never made any adjustments in that series.
Yeah.
They just sat there and got their ass whooped. It was crazy.
Hey, Xavier,
what's up? Oh, how you think the Mavs gonna be?
Huh?
How you think the Mavs gonna be this year?
The Mavs?
Yeah.
The Mavs gonna be good. Y'all picked up Josh Richardson, and what I think y'all ought to do while y'all have the chance, I would try to swing Porzingis for some more players, or try to get some other picks to add to y'all team, so y'all can so y'all can be good for 4 or 5 years coming up. Because I don't trust Porzingis. I think he gets hurt too much. I think he's a little soft. I think you could bang him a little bit and get him out of his game. And I like that y'all kept your other boy, Finney Smith. Finney Smith is good too. He's a good defender in the perimeter, and he could go down low. And I don't know if y'all kept Tim Hardaway. If y'all kept Tim Hardaway, that would be good for y'all.
Yeah, they kept Tim Hardaway.
Huh? They sent him away?
Howard's in the roster.
No, they signed. No, Tim Hardaway signed.
Howard's in the roster.
You said who?
No, I said Hardaway. I think Hardaway re-signed with Dallas, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, then that's good, because him, then you got Richardson, then you got your other boy, Finney Smith. That's what you need there. You need that toughness on defense from them, but I just don't trust Porzingis. Porzingis just has not shown he can stay healthy. And then in the bubble, he got hurt, some mysterious injury. He just was out for the whole series. So
the Mavs could have had Montrez, but LeBron.
Yeah, y'all could have had Montrez. That's who Montrez should have gone to, either them or to Charlotte. That would have been a good place for him, because he could have started at the 4 position, and him and Luka, he could have been the enforcer for that team, and that would have pushed Dallas, I think, over the not into the championship, but y'all could scare a lot of people in the playoffs. Anything could happen.
Right. What y'all do for Thanksgiving?
Man, I ate turkey, steak, rice, seafood casserole. Man, I was on
it. I'm drunk as hell right now.
Shoot, that's cool, bro. I'm drunk too, bro. I just want to get on
plate.
Dude, I would play. Where you at?
I was my girl.
Stephen A was clowning the Cowboys.
Huh?
Yeah, we suck.
Yeah,
Stephen A was clowning the Cowboys.
We suck. We suck. To be honest with you,
I fell asleep on the game. It was only like 20-13. That game was so boring. Man, I said, I'm gone on the couch after drinking some whiskey and Coke.
Yeah, it's tradition here to watch a drink early.
I was watching the basketball game. I was watching St. Mary's play UNI. Fuck the Cowboys and the Redskins.
Man, I watch that game, but I ain't know. Shoot.
I glanced back and forth. It was a close game. Then the next thing I looked, Washington just pulled ahead. I was like, God damn! I seen they got a touchdown. Then they got a quick kick six.
It was a college team. They had like 100 and something points at like halftime. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
damn, bro. Did you see like Illinois, the University of Illinois, the Illini, they beat Chicago State. The score was like 108 to 38.
God dang.
Illinois, bro. Illinois got the best front, bro. Illinois got the best front court in the country, bro. They got some bigs. And I mean, when I say they got some bigs, they got some bigs.
107. God damn, what was they doing when they hit 60? They just said,
oh no.
They could get past 38. God dog, we could have been playing. I know T good for 20 or 15 and Flint good for 30. I could get us 5 and about 20 boards. I'm gonna be fouling though. Shoot.
I'd have played some D man trying to keep the boys under 100 at least.
Right.
I would have hit a 3 or 2.
That's all.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Illinois, bro, they got the best front court, bro. I ain't seen a powerful front court like that in years, man. I'm trying to think, like, who could I even compare them to? I gotta go back like 15, 20 years just to if y'all ever seen the movie Hoop Dreams when Marshall was playing Martin Luther King and they had them like, you know what I'm saying, Arthur Agee was playing them dudes and they had like these two or three dudes was like 7 foot on the other team. That's what they look
like. Damn, okay.
That's terrible. So
I'm gonna tell you why I don't like LeBron.
I got a question for you, Xavier. Who you think had the higher IQ, Bill Russell or Michael Jordan?
I never seen Bill Russell play, but I can tell Bill Russell more smarter than Michael Jordan.
Tell me why you think so.
It's just the way I went back and watched like a full game of Bill Russell, how he played. Like he was like, it was more physical. Like he was like he had the players in line. He didn't do no big shit like Michael Jordan, like behind the scenes. I see Michael Jordan. So I would stay Bill Russell more.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I picked Bill Russell too, man, and Mike. I just felt Bill Russell knew how to utilize his teammates when he got into the game.
Right.
And he put everybody in position, and just hearing him talk, just like you said, just hearing him talk, it's like, man, like it's like he's just full of knowledge. It's like it's spilling out to you and stuff. And the way he's saying it, like everyone asked him, like, why you weren't scoring like Wilt. And he just made a perfect example. Like, well, if I got Bob Cousy who could shoot better than me, or Sam Jones could shoot, why would I shoot? I could just give him the ball.
And I see how he grew up. I see how they talking about LeBron had the most poise. I'm like, Isaiah was more poor than LeBron. Like, Russell, Isaiah, all them players. I was like, they can't compare LeBron to them.
No, you can't compare LeBron to that. Isaiah, man, he was po-po. Like he was saying, like on the Uncle Shay show, like, you had the poverty line. We was way below that,
Right.
So yeah, you can't compare that. But today's NBA, man, it just shows you that these guys are immature. And the one thing I have a problem with today's NBA, if you criticize the player, they get into their feelings.
Right. Football too, same way. Football.
Yeah,
like football anymore.
It's sensitive, And the social media era was.
Cause I got into it with DeMarcus Lawrence. He got mad because I said you suck. You got that contract.
Man, DeMarcus Lawrence a bum. He should have never signed that contract. Him and Zeke, I said him and Zeke should have never been re-signed.
And Jalen Smith.
Yeah, and Jalen Smith. I'd have took that money and build up. See, that's the problem. Jerry Jones doesn't understand. It's not that you have an 11 out there. You don't have another 11 who could come in and back those guys up. Football is about depth.
They trying to blame everything on deck, like deck. I'm like,
That's the Lions' problem every year. They be trying to build a team without building a team.
Right.
You know?
That leader.
Right.
Like it's more than just having a receiver and a quarterback.
That
right.
leader.
And we need to get rid of Kellen Moore. Nigga trash on the play caller. Like,
Kellen Moore, yeah. Kellen Moore be calling them ABC plays.
I was like,
they were on the 3-yard. Jalen Smith got a pick. They had a chance to go up, and he called some type of reverse. I'm like, why would you call a reverse? Just get your quarterback to drop back, throw the goddamn ball.
And Donnie had a wide open touchdown. He even ran. I'm like,
right. Like I said,
I turned the game off.
Yeah, I went on the dog. I was asleep. I had my hat over my head. I went to sleep.
It's a tradition that you know, we a lot of people eat early here to watch the Lions play football, but usually, man, like motherfuckers be drunk by like 3 o'clock, messing around with the bums, man. Game play, it was terrible, Dad. It was terrible. It's like, bro, you can't even halfway enjoy Thanksgiving watching them clowns, man.
No.
Cowboy, man. I'm a Cowboys fan. They made
agree.
Man, then
At least the Texans needed that win.
The Cowboys wanted me to go to the clip. Y'all know about the Mo 3 and Trap Boy Freddy situation? That shit's crazy.
What? You said
y'all
what?
know about the Mo 3 and Trap Boy Freddy situation?
Who?
Trap Boy Freddy and Mo 3.
Mo 3, the rapper that got killed on the
yeah, I heard about that.
That shit crazy. I didn't know Trap Boy Freddy shot my cousin in the house up because he couldn't fight. My cousin beat his ass, so he went to shoot my cousin's house up.
Oh, you talking about MO3? He got beat up and shot your cousin's house up?
Yeah, because my cousin beat up Trap Boy Freddy, and my mama told me. I didn't even know he did that, but my uncle, he was like, "That's the dude that shot the house up."
Oh,
like, these niggas pussy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't listen to none of them cats, man. I listen to mainly Griselda right now, and I listen to some old school.
I listen to Mo 3. Mo 3 go hard. He was the only Dallas artist I like, and this artist like Fredo Bang, I listen to him. Other than that, I don't really listen to the new generation. I listen to like the 70s, the 50s, and all these.
Yeah. Man, that versus battle was funny though with Gucci and Jeezy, boy. That had me rolling.
That was disrespectful, but I don't think he was disrespectful.
I was on the
Gucci was clowning Jeezy. Round 1.
Yeah. Round 1, yeah. That was funny.
Came off. Yo, when I heard that, I'm like, I don't even know why Jeezy showed up. Like I thought they would have talked this through.
Right.
Like, bruh.
Dog, Jeezy was playing some weakness. Like Gucci was hitting him after back after back after back. I was like, ooh, this is getting ugly.
And then throwing the diss songs on top of it too.
God, that was bad.
Yeah.
Go dig your home.
I should have got him there where he said that dumbass comment when he was. We all like, see, it's just the shit that he be saying. I'll be like, bro, this nigga is not no fucking leader. Like, he be saying he be this dude. I'll be like, you can tell nigga lame with money, like LeBron, him. You just look at the nigga, like, these niggas lame.
Yeah.
Like, for real, but you just look at the nigga lame with money. Like NBA Youngboy, you look at him like, these niggas lame.
Oh, NBA Youngboy looked retarded. Boy, I thought he had no teeth. And then he showed he had teeth. I said, oh, I thought he had none because the way he talked, I thought he was all gums.
Well, I'm going to tell you who NBA Youngboy really looked like. Take a good look. The next time you watch the movie, y'all remember the movie Saw? Jigsaw?
Yeah.
You remember the little motherfucker that you if you beat the game or whatever that would ride out on the little bike or whatever? He looked just like that motherfucker, bro. I swear to God, bro. Look at that little thing on the bike, and then look at NBA Youngboy. That nigga is the black version of whatever that little creature is. I swear to God, bro. They look just alike.
Hey, you ready to play a game? Oh, as hell.
Man, I don't even listen to NBA.
Yeah, that's how that nigga. That's how he rap too, Doug. I swear, I'm like, Doug, this dude is retarded or something, Doug. Like he don't.
Bro, he from Baton Rouge, bro. All them Louisiana niggas.
Use all that auto tune. I don't know what he's saying in this song.
Oh God. Oh,
I don't know.
And then
Somebody told me
bruh,
his mama, his
I
ghetto ass
couldn't
mama
beat Floyd
dropped him on
Mayweather
his
right
head
now.
when he
I
was a
couldn't beat
baby.
Floyd Mayweather and my daughter pregnant by this stupid motherfucker. Hell no. I
Oh
got
my
too
she got
much money, bro, and
pregnant?
I'm taking
She
care
got
of that.
pregnant by him?
Yeah, she
yeah.
pregnant with
Oh
NBA
my
young boy.
God.
And
Yep.
they ain't even,
Yep.
I don't even think they
Oh
together. And
my
she about to
God.
go to
Yep.
jail over this and just stabbing this other baby mama for this nigga.
Oh
Come on.
man. Look,
I,
Dad.
I guess you like herpes, did. I guess.
Yeah, I guess you got herpes, bro.
Right, Dad, right.
Big boy. Hey,
Oh
all I
man.
gotta say is the upper room.
Look,
Upper
man.
room.
Hey, it's
The
just
That
it's
baby
ain't the
just
yeah,
out
upper
the
room.
same
That's the
mouth.
boom boom
it's
room.
it's a
That's the
tough
boom boom
situation. Like
room.
you don't
Oh
want
yeah,
to
the
have to
boom
shoot your
boom, Ray's
daughter's
boom boom room. That's
you
where
don't
you
want to
Boom
have to
room.
shoot your daughter's nigga, man, but man.
Shit, I might have to pull a Marvin Gaye daddy on that one.
Man.
I
man.
think that was kind of,
Like, look, he came in trying to put his hands on my daughter. Like, had to give him the business, Dad.
That is sad. No. Oh
NBA
man,
young
that's
boy can't
sad.
fight. That boy gonna talk. If Floyd hit that man, he gonna go to jail. NBA young boy can't fight. He
Nah,
better than
Floyd ain't gonna waste no time with that,
right.
man.
He ain't gonna.
That's
All he
wasting
gonna
time.
do
He
is
a shooter.
the NBA young boy ain't even like that. G Money. This is rapper named G Money exposes man. He know this man personally. I was like,
Yeah, G Money did expose him. He said he wasn't built like that.
it's a lot of rappers talking.
A lot of these guys ain't built like that, dog. They
Yeah,
think because they
man.
from the hood, they think that they hard, and that don't mean you hard because you from the hood. I done
Nah,
seen hood
it's just as simple, man.
hard
Real
Yeah,
good.
gangsters
nah.
ain't trying to be famous. Like
Right,
real
exactly.
gangsters is not trying to be famous, Dad. They
Exactly.
not trying to be on the internet. None of that shit,
No,
Dad.
what
no.
EDE say? They a
Reggie
studio
move
gangster.
silent.
Like
Studio
EDE
gangsters.
say
Studio
studio
gangster.
gangster.
Well, that's the difference between back in the day because I was watching the interview with Eazy-E, Dresta, and BG Knockout when they you know what I'm saying, when they was dissing Dre, and the lady was like, "Are you guys in the gang?" They was like, "No, we ain't." You know, they all Crips, but they like, "No, we ain't in no gang." No, she was like, "Do you guys have guns to promote violence?" It's like, of course they got this shit, but they like, "No, we don't do that. No, we don't do that." Nowadays, these youngsters would be like, "Hell yeah, I'm in the gang. ST Low, nigga, ST Low, Trey White, Trey White. Hell yeah, I got a gun. I got a gun right here. I got one in my
Right
car.
here.
I got a gun up over here. Hell yeah."
Man, and they
That's
go
the
right
I
wrong
got a
to
new
gun
jail.
out of my
generation. They don't
house.
give a damn.
They go right to jail like Monopoly. They land on it, gone.
Just telling on them girls. So I'm like, y'all niggas
Mm.
retarded.
I'm telling you. So
And
T
that's the
man,
thing I don't like about DJ Vlad is because DJ Vlad be interviewing us and we be having some real powerful motherfuckers on there be speaking some real shit and then he be like, "Okay, tell me about the hoes and the guns. Okay, tell me about the drugs."
oh
He
man,
got
I
that.
can't stand DJ Vlad. I stopped listening to DJ Vlad when he said Nas picked garbage beats and all that. It's like,
The
all right,
chapter.
all
Nah,
right.
he got that.
But
He
sometimes,
got what's his name
sometimes
killed though.
He
he can do
crazy.
when he's not on that. When he get with somebody who's not on that for that bull, he'll have a good little interview. Like I saw, he did an interview with Too Short. Man, it's like one of the best interviews I ever seen. That
Oh,
you
okay.
know what I'm saying? Like Too Short broke it all down. How he
Too
started
short.
rapping in
BJ
L.A.
knockout.
Then he went to the
Mm,
Oakland. He talked about having beef with MC Hammer. I mean, he just talked about his whole career. You know what I'm saying? Like it
okay.
was
Mm.
great. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
he get these young kids on there, man. And most of these dudes I had never even heard of. You
I
know what
never
I'm
heard
saying?
it.
They just trying to get some shine and they go in there
Right.
talking all of that
Mm.
stuff. That don't be Vlad's
Yeah.
fault. That's their fault. Because they
Okay.
trying to blow up. You know what I'm saying? And they already on
Yeah.
Vlad's platform. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to talk about the dumb stuff. Talk about your career. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
they
No,
choose
no,
to
no,
talk
T. Well, I'm
about
I
their
saying that's
still
for the
bullshit.
don't.
kids,
I
but then
still don't
Vlad will
like
interview
Vlad.
somebody like Lil D from Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Lil D, who made, this nigga made, over $10 million for he was like 21, 22, and this nigga be breaking down the real science of what's going on these streets, what's going on, what he saw in prison, the mentality of everything that's going on. And Vlad will just cut him off and be like, "Okay, tell me about the kilos. Okay, tell me about the drugs. Okay, tell me about those."
He will do that.
Right.
And they
Like,
answer to like a dumbass. I'll be like,
because I interviewed Freeway Ricky Ross. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I do not like Vlad, dog. I still think that boy is with the feds. I think him and the feds be having dinner together. I don't mess with cuz.
He is a fed.
Right.
I just feel he exploiting the culture. I think he's not. I think he does. He does.
Okay, so we know this, man. But how smart are you to go to the feds for an interview? You know what I'm saying?
True.
And that's exactly you go.
True.
It's like.
But guess what? I was born, but not yesterday. I can't help it. They were born yesterday. That's not my fault.
Yeah, we was born that night. They was born last night.
Right.
Man.
I mean, I can't help you. I can't help you. I can't say.
I mean, I'm just saying you can. It's people who get out of that question very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Smart people just be like, "Yo, I'd rather not talk about that." Or I've heard many people go in there and be like,
no
"Yo,
comment.
I still got a pending case."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to answer about that. People be stupid. They go and incriminate themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why do Puff be honest about they never dissed Pop when Pop was there? I was like, Big went on the radio station. No disrespect to Big, but he did go on the radio station, did that little freestyle on Sway. I was like, he was talking about Pop when he said the whole, this song Long Kiss Goodnight. He did the whole freestyle on there. I was like,
he wouldn't say it publicly, but if you listen to it, you clearly heard he was talking about Pac back then. You know what I'm saying?
Iggy was going at Pac back then, but he had to change so many stuff up because Pac died, and that was a bad look. Because when I first heard Life After Death in '97, because I was a jit, I was like, dang, like I knew Biggie was going at Pac because that Long Kiss Goodnight was so lethal. That thing was so lethal. I said, damn, boy, Biggie was on it. I don't know if he must have had him a roach blunt. He was mad and just went in there and said, yo, it's time to spit. I'm mad now. And they said the other version was worse than that. They said that was worse than that.
Yeah, Biggie.
I don't know if it was too. I mean, it was like Biggie wasn't never going to say Tupac name.
Right.
He wasn't never. It was never going to be no direct diss. Like Biggie didn't diss nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like not really. He didn't really call names like that. He was always he was diss subliminally, but enough to let people know that if you were paying attention, you knew exactly who he was talking about.
Yeah, the only time he really said his name was like if Faith had twins, she'd have two Pacs. Get it? Two Pacs.
And trying to sell records like Snoop. Oops. That line was so funny.
Yeah, but he wasn't dissing Snoop. He was big up at Snoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He dissed him because Snoop on that album with the Godfather, he ain't selling no record. You know, Snoop Dogg mad at Pac.
Oh yeah, he would send them little diss though. I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed, believe me, sweetie.
I got more Mac than in the bed, believe me, sweetie. I got enough to feed the needy. That's
how do you feel about Louis Farrakhan? Do y'all trust that dude?
Man, fuck Farrakhan.
Nah, Louis Farrakhan is snake, bro. He done did so. Like I'll ride with him over like the Black shit. I'll ride with the minister over Black on that shit. But we know Louis Farrakhan, bro. We know Farrakhan. He didn't incorporate the Nation of Islam with Scientology and all that bullshit.
Man,
bro.
that
We know Farrakhan.
Yeah,
I mean, if Farrakhan want to do something, bro, if he could piece up like the King Von situation and all the rappers, you know what I'm saying, killing each other. If he could, do his call a little meeting like that and bring that to a cease or something, that'd be good. But other than that, bro, we ain't rocking with Farrakhan like that.
Man, he a house nigga. I don't mess with that.
Well, what it is I mean, honestly, you know what I'm saying, like just the general Black community, even though we still make stupid ass decisions and stuff like that, man. We've just gotten too smart for the FOI. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't like before that was like they were the only ones that was giving away real information and real knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And now you could kind of it's a lot of ways where you can get that same kind of knowledge. So people don't need people weren't awake like when the nation took over, you know what I'm saying? It was because they were awakening the people and the masses that didn't have no idea that none of this stuff was going on like that. You know what I'm saying? That history was
now you
more
got
than what they were
YouTube, you
being
got
taught.
DVDs, you got the Hebrew Israelites standing on the
Yeah.
corner arguing.
Yep.
Because his Michael Mann's wife even said that she thinks that he had something to do with his death. Like she said on her own map. I was like, maybe so.
You say
His
what?
wife, Michael Mann's wife, said even Louis Farrakhan had something to do with his death.
That one, Louis Farrakhan, that was what was the dude name, Muhammad or whatever his name is?
No, it wasn't Elijah. No, it wasn't Elijah. It wasn't Elijah. The problem with Louis Farrakhan, Louis was down with the shit. He was the head of he was head of security for the FOI at the time. So
okay.
You know what I'm saying? He had pre-existing knowledge of a lot of shit. Farrakhan was very good.
It was just as simple that it was just as simple as this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and that's what I was saying about, you know what I'm saying? Like the people's loyalty to the nation and to Muhammad, you know what I'm saying, was because they were bringing information and knowledge that were changing people's whole perspective on life.